This is a production of Hockey Night in Oswego. Only on WTOP.
And welcome into the Steve Lee Press Box here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. I'm Kay Gerard, coincided by the wonderful Tilly Pethrick. And Tilly, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. Super excited to be here. A little nervous, but super excited overall.
Well, it is your first broadcast with us here on WTOP 10, and obviously you are a member of the Oswego women's hockey team, so I think you got some good insight for us today. I'm excited to hear what you got to say, and maybe you'll teach me a thing or two. But moving forward, we're going to talk about what's the main event of the evening, and that's going to be the teddy bear toss. Now, tonight is the teddy bear toss game. We have one every single year, both the men's and women's team. All the teddy bears that are tossed onto the ice after the first goal go to Toys for Tots.
You know, I can say on behalf of both the women's and men's team, you know, we love this community and we love giving back. So, you know, especially when it involves scoring. So we're super excited for, you know, this game tonight and for the women's just after the break. Yeah.
And I think we have our own here. I'll give you yours, and then we have this one over here. This one is Ernie. He will be making a trip onto the ice, as well as, what's yours?
Bert.
So Bert and Ernie will be making a trip onto the ice and going to Toys for Tots for the children in need this holiday season. If you guys aren't in the arena as well, we can donate to the Toys for Tots Foundation as well. But moving forward now into the game, we're going to talk about the matchup history between these two teams. The Oswego State Lakers taking on the Fredonia Blue Devils. Oswego right now is 2-1 in conference, while Fredonia is sitting at 1-2.
I mean, this is going to be a hard matchup tonight. I mean, after their last, you know, their last meeting in January of this year, Oswego, you know, swept the floor 5-0 on Fredonia's home ice. And, you know, in their 87 meetings, you know, historically, Oswego's usually taken the cake, but it could really go either way tonight. As we've seen this year in the SUNY, a super competitive league. But overall, I think Oswego might take tonight. I don't know about you, but
we will have to see. Oswego did take up their last matchup. It was a 5-0 win at Fredonia. Now, for the last time that the Blue Devils actually beat the Oswego State Lakers, that's all the way back in 2022, where they won in Fredonia 5-4. And then the last time that they won here in the Deb, it's 3-1 in 2018, February 24th. I can't read months. It's been a long day. But yeah, that's been a long time for both squads. Oswego's had a historically good winning record so far. They've won the last four in a row. They're 25-5 all time against the Fredonia Blue Devils, so it's going to be a heck of a matchup. Last night, the Lakers getting upset by the Buff State Bengals. They're picking up their 5th win all time against the Lakers, and now Fredonia, another team trying to rewrite history a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, last night was an unfortunate ending to a well-played evening by the guys, but it's always hard. Overtime losses are always hard, especially against a team like Buff State. Last night, it was a 1-1 game in most of regulation, but it's always hard losing in overtime. It's never fun for anyone, but tonight, hopefully they can get it done, and
absolutely. And now we're going to take a look into the SUNY standings. So obviously we were just talking about the Buff State game last night. The Bengals currently sit in first place at 3-0. Oswego sitting in second place now at 2-1 after their wins over Potsdam at Plattsburgh. And dropping that game to Buff State, they're going to try and solidify their roll up into that second place team and gain some more points. Now we take a look at the standings on the full screen. Buff State, Oswego, Cortland, Potsdam, Plattsburgh, Canton, Fredonia, and Morrisville, all in that order.
Yeah, I mean, tonight would be a great win for Oswego, adding 2 more tallies to the SUNY board. But, again, it could go really either way. Hopefully they can keep their second place standing until, you know, further notice.
And not all is lost last night. Obviously, the Lakers pick up a point in the overtime loss, and Buff State picks up those crucial 2. And I said it yesterday on the perch over there. I was saying I think this game is one that we're going to look back at as well, and I think that it had a big implication. I think Buff State's always a sneaky good team, and they are a sneaky good team this year as well. And Fredonia is just trying to come in and do the same thing. Oswego's back on their heels. The wind's kind of taken out of their sails a little bit here. We'll see how they recoup.
Exactly.
But moving forward now to their last time out. Now, we just talked about Oswego's last time out for the last few minutes, but we're going to talk about Fredonia's last time out starting off. They lost 4-6 against the Canton Kangaroos, a new team in the SUNY this season. Yeah,
that would have been a tough loss for them, especially as an established program. Canton, they're a surprising team. I mean, they can definitely put some goals in the back of the net. See, it was a pretty high shooting game there. You know, 38 to 34 shots. Fredonia, 1 power play.
And they convert on the 1 power play, but there's one stat that looks out to me. It's that face-off difference. Canton wins 43 face-offs compared to the Blue Devils' 20th. So I think that's probably a big difference maker. What do you think?
Definitely a big, I mean, face-offs win games, and it all comes down to puck battles. 20 face-off wins for Fredonia. That's not great. They've never been great on face-offs, but hopefully tonight they can, give Oswego a run for their money. But Oswego's been pretty consistent on the face-offs and, against some pretty heavy competitors. So I think they'll continue that tonight, and it'll definitely show on the scoreboard.
Now going back to the Oswego game last night, take a look at their last time out. The Lakers dropping 2-1 against the Buff State Bengals. Now we had mentioned the Buffalo State Bengals beat Cortland, a team Oswego could not beat last year. And Oswego comes out and they drop the game 2-1 in overtime. Oswego picks up 1 tally while the Bengals pick up 2.
Yeah, it would definitely be a hard turnaround today for the Lakers, as like we said, they lost in overtime last night, and as Kenny mentioned, they definitely had some wind taken out of their sails, as they had come off a great whiteout weekend last weekend against some pretty tough competitors, Potsdam and Plattsburgh. Once again, hopefully they can regain their momentum tonight in terms of winning and just getting some good footing back under them.
And like you just said, face-offs win game, and Buffalo State won the face-off battle, but one battle they didn't win is the shot battle. Oswego out shooting them almost double, and that is a large difference. Do you think that had a big impact in the game, or did it just really not matter for the Lakers?
It all depends on who comes ready to play every night. It can really go either way, especially in the SUNY. So hopefully tonight, the Lakers can keep some consistent offensive momentum heading up the ice, and it'll turn out in goals.
Absolutely, and as the lights have gone off, we're going to throw it to a quick break, but when we come back, it'll be time for some more pregame show. You're watching the Countdown to Puck Drop right here on WTOP 10.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West 1st Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They're looking for me.
There's hockey,
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I've always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I've always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
And welcome back into the Steve Lee press box right here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena. I'm Ken Gerard, coincided by Tilly Pethrick, and we're having a great time up here so far, getting ready for puck drop. But we got a few more points for you guys before we inevitably drop the puck. Before that, we're going to talk about the netminders today, a battle of the netminders. Now we have Brandon Milberg. We're going to start off with him for the Oswego State Lakers. Tell me a little bit about him.
After a shaky start against the Hobart Statesmen, he's really stepped up this year as a veteran goaltender, putting up a pretty impressive 23 save effort against the Plattsburgh Cardinals and 15.
Yeah, and he's got 2.21 goals against. He has a 90.5% save percentage, and he has no shutouts yet. Do you think that changes tonight?
Could be. Their last showing definitely could easily be a shutout tonight.
Absolutely. Now let's move forward to the Fredonia Blue Devils with Barbo in net, also number one on the team. It's a battle of the number ones as the netminders tonight. Now, what do you got on him?
Barbo, he's been shaky this season as a seasoned goaltender, but hopefully he can add to their winning column tonight, help them back the defense, and keep out those heavy shots that the Lakers might produce on net.
Absolutely. We saw 0 shutouts for him as well, 3.85 goals allowed as an average, and 89.1% save percentage. Falls behind Milberg just a little bit. We'll see how the netminders do tonight. But moving forward now, we're going to have some keys to the game, and I think that you're going to start us off with your keys to the game.
I mean, overall, I think the Lakers have struggled with just consistent energy throughout the game, all 3 periods. All 3 periods just keeping a consistent energy and using their bench when they need to. Balancing their intensity throughout all 3 periods will be very important today, as Fredonia could easily surprise them with a couple quick goals or a couple quick shots on net. So it's really important that they keep shots on net, as well as Barbeau has been shaky this season. So
absolutely, and I'll quickly give you guys my keys for the Fredonia Blue Devils. It's going to be shutting down the lanes. Defensively, they got to pick it up. Their goalie only having 89.1% save percentage. They got to play sound defense. Now, staying out of the sin bin, they got to win the penalty battle as well, and they've got to score first. They have not beat Oswego in regular time by scoring less than 3 goals, so scoring first is very important. But quickly, before we have to go to one more break here, we have to take our picks for the game, and I'm going to start off here. I'm going to take the Oswego State Lakers 4-1 over the Fredonia Blue Devils. Take it to the bank. What do you got for me?
I mean, maybe a little similar here, but 4-2 definitely. Fredonia could easily surprise the Lakers, especially after last night's showing by Oswego. They might be a little shaky to start out, but hopefully they get it done tonight.
I think you stole my pick. That's no fair. That's no fun. Chili's first night out in the box. She's already stole my pick. But that's going to be it for our pregame show. Stick around for Puck Drop after the break. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it. Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
La 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 la.
Breathe.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And welcome back up into the Steve Levy press box where we are watching this ceremonial puck drop for the night. And the first puck drop has commenced of the night, but the second one will be the one that starts the game. Thank you for joining us here on WTOP 10. I'm Ken Gerard, coincided by the wonderful and tenacious Tilly Pethrick. Tilly, we're about to get started here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I mean, I'm excited to see what these boys can bring to the ice tonight and see what the Fredonia can return.
Absolutely. See the big blue wave back there over around the blue crease, and they're getting ready to rock and roll. While Oswego, they got their mustards on tonight, or their golds, or whatever you want to call them. They're up on the bench getting ready to rock and roll. The 2-1 in conference Lakers sit at second place right now after a loss against Buffalo State Bengals last night, and Fredonia sits at 1-2 after dropping against the Canton Kangaroos.
Tonight's anyone's game, really. If the Lakers can get shots on Barbeau early, they'll have some great success early, I think. But overall, just locking down the defensive zone and protecting Milberg and net, and I think we'll have a good game tonight.
Absolutely. The Oswego's all-time record against the Fredonia Blue Devils, we said earlier, sits at 25-5. The Blue Devils look to rewrite history a little bit themselves and go 25-6 on that record. As Buffalo State Bengals last night, they changed their record from 54-5 to 54-6.
Yeah, I mean, as we saw last night, really anything can happen, especially in overtime. So here we go. As we get started, we see that Oswego wins the faceoff.
And Oswego will win the first faceoff, and we are underway here in Hockey Night in Oswego. Lakers versus the Blue Devils. And there's an opportunity up close, but not much. No, we've already got a stoppage of play. I barely got to talk here.
I mean, that'll be a key tonight. Crashing the net early on is a good sign. The Lakers are hungry, and good to get in the zone early.
Absolutely. That's why we like to have you in the press box. Got some great analysis. You know what you're talking about, and I'll just tell you what you folks are seeing at home. And the Lakers set up top with Travis Baker, and he takes a shot, and that one's off the pads of Barbeau. No good. And Lakers now on the near side in the corner, fighting for the puck. Someone will come away with it inevitably, and it looks to be the Blue Devils. They will come away. And the Blue Devils dump that one through the neutral zone all the way into the Oswego zone. Milberg calls for the icing, and he will get it, and we'll get another stoppage of play.
I mean, as you see there, the Laker D are not afraid to jump down in the corners here, and I think that's been a real key on generating offense. As we saw Travis Baker the other week, got a nice goal line drive, setting up his forwards in front for some awesome goals this season. So I think that'll be, again, another key today, just keeping the pressure on.
Absolutely, and Bailey McQuaid skate in for the faceoff. McQuaid wins it. Payon has the puck, dumps it down low, all the way around the backside and through the corner. McQuaid looks to get it back, and hit up against the board from Fudger. No surprise there, and now they're fighting up against the boards once again. Puck gets loose, but it goes back into neutral zone. Oswego forced to reset. And another board battle once again, fighting for the puck, and it seems to be a pretty common theme early on. No one really getting a lot of possession or no maintaining at the time of the puck. And Oswego gets it through the neutral zone on sides. Here comes McQuaid. And McQuaid can't get a handle on it. Fredonia looks to get it back, and they will. And Payon waits up top. He takes a shot down towards Barbeau, and that one stopped pretty easily.
Those low shots from the D are a really great way of generating tipping opportunities. Evading Barbeau will be a really interesting task tonight, as we've seen a variety of goals from the Lakers this season. Both snipes and tips, dangles, all of the above. So we'll see what they can bring tonight.
Absolutely, they're going to have to try and find the weakness of Barbeau tonight, while obviously Fredonia looks to do the same thing the other way around, as that one goes wide. No goal there, and Oswego will chase. And the Lakers reset up north. Comes down towards the near side. Fredonia chasing close. It's Gato with the puck. That goes down low once again. And behind Barbeau, behind the net, it comes all the way to the far side. Semrad fights up against the boards for it, and that's going to come all the way closer to us again. And back around it goes. Gato fights for it. He'll get it back. And Gato gives it up to Simpson. Simpson shots blocked off the Blue Devils, and down it goes all the way to the Oswego zone. Milberg waiting, but Semrad picks it up and throws it back to the neutral zone. And the pass goes nowhere. Semrad just goes back to chase it slowly with Simpson. Oswego resets offensively, but Fredonia is coming quick on the back check. And Oswego loses that one. Fredonia actually getting in their own offensive zone, but back to the neutral zone it goes. The Lakers not letting them get any possession. Now here comes Gato with a pass and a shot. Wide right, no good. And off to the corner it goes for the Blue Devils. Up to the neutral zone. Baker waits for it and puts it back onside. But Fredonia looks to get some offensive movement here. And Baker's going to pass it back across. And down he goes, Cohen. Cohen looks for a shot. He'll take it, and it's saved by Barbeau.
Nice save there by Barbeau. I mean, it's good to get a feel for the puck early, but hopefully the Lakers can put one in here soon so we can see those teddy bears rain down. Good thing they're intercepting passes, keeping those bounces controlled, and keeping it in the zone.
If there's ever a game in the year where people are anxious for the first goal, I got to believe it's the teddy bear toss. Everybody's decided to throw teddies on the ice and get this party started. Well, Fredonia hopes there's no teddy bears tonight. They're going to be the party poopers as Cohen wins that face-off. And Cohen will take it all the way around himself to the far side. 2 Blue Devils wait for him. And that goes under the stick of Cohen. Fredonia gets it through to the neutral zone. And Baker will fight for it. And that one goes all the way down towards Milberg. He'll stop it and slow things down a little bit. And Hyen fights up against the boards for it. And so does Cohen. It's 2-on-2 in the corner. And Baker gets the puck in his possession. And Baker's going to dump that one all the way across through the neutral zone. And all the way to the offensive zone for the Lakers. And a big hit by Cohen up against the boards. Fredonia gets it back. And up high it goes, back to the neutral zone. All the way to the Oswego defensive zone. Not getting much action there as Burke loses an edge going for the puck. And Horchak goes to chase. He won't get it back either. Battling hard are the Blue Devils, but Oswego just trying to get something going here, and so are they. And there's a pass over to the left side to Bala. Back over to Payon. Payon shots blocked by the defense. And down the corner, the Oswego Lakers take it once again. And Payon waits up top. He won't get it. Burke will keep it himself. Back to Bala. Shot. And that's stopped by the defense. Opportunity. Turns around. Shot. No good. Goes a little bit wide of Barbo. And they fight up against the boards once again. Someone looking to get the puck. Burke's fighting for it. It goes up to Marui. And all the way down it goes again into the Oswego zone behind Milberg, and we'll get another stoppage of play.
I mean, as we've seen in the last couple matchups with the Lakers, they're not afraid to lay some bodies, and today definitely Fredonia is going to be physical. As a less skilled team, they're going to rely on laying those bodies, finishing their checks, and keeping the Lakers on their toes in terms of physicality.
Absolutely, trying to knock them back on their heels, both metaphorically and quite literally. And Simpson gets the puck for the Lakers. Will pass it to Semrad. Shot. And that one's saved by Barbo.
Barbo's awfully glove heavy already in the saves he's made, but the D have to be a little bit more elusive on the blue line, as they're giving the Fredonia some easy blocks here, which could be fatal. Sending them down the other end, on an odd man rush or even a breakaway. And
actually, I've been saying the wrong name the whole time. That's actually Kane in net for the Fredonia Blue Devils. That's not even Barbo. He is in net, and they will win the face-off. Kane in net for the Blue Devils, and Milberg in net for the Lakers. And that one goes all the way behind Milberg. Speaking of him, Semrad goes to get it back, but Fredonia's got some offensive pressure for the first time tonight. And that's spoiled quickly. The Lakers will take it back, and here comes Fudger. And Brett will take us one down all the way through the red line. Shot, and it goes off a defender. No good. And Semrad looks to recoup. He won't. And Fudger and Semrad fight for the puck. And Fredonia wins that battle as that one goes up to the neutral zone. C tips it off his hand. No good. And here comes the Blue Devils. But Oswego will fight defensively once again, playing some pretty good defense here early. And Semrad will chase the puck that's dished across the ice. And now the Lakers look to fight for it, but C's going to dump that one down to the far corner. And they'll get a fresh set of legs on the ice. Oswego will reset offensively. And McQuaid with the puck now for the Lakers. He loses that one. And here comes an opportunity with a blocked shot opportunity there. Oswego gets it back. Close call there. Could have been a good opportunity for the Blue Devils to get on here early. And that one goes off of Milberg's pad. Also no good for the Blue Devils. And that one comes up and a little bit past us. We almost got ourselves a souvenir.
Now we've confirmed Kane's in net for the Blue Devils tonight. He's a great first-year addition to this Blue Devil squad. He's backed the Fredonia in both their SUNY wins so far, and he is, I think, averaging a .948 save percentage as a first year, which is a pretty good start to his NCAA career.
Absolutely is. As the Blue Devils win that faceoff, it's Thomas with the puck, and he's going to push that one over to the left corner. Oswego looks to get it back. Gato calls for it. He'll get it up against the boards. And Bailey fights for it as well. It spits out to Semrad, and he'll get it back. And through the neutral zone it goes all the way to the Fredonia zone. Kane calls for the icing. He won't get it. And behind the net, the Blue Devils look to reset. There's a shot opportunity for the Lakers. It's sitting on the net, not in the net. And the Blue Devils come away with it, and here comes Bailey. And Bailey takes it through the neutral zone all the way into their offensive zone. Here comes the Blue Devils. And that pass is broken up by the Lakers. There's a big hit, but Calabufo will take that puck back for Oswego. Here comes Baker. And Baker takes it across the blue line and dumps this one around there far the far side and through the corner. And up against the corner for the puck. Oswego tries to come away with it once again. And Fredonia is going to put that one up through the neutral zone into the hand of Cohen. Cohen and the Lakers slow things down in the back end. And Hyen loses that puck, will give it away, but back to Cohen it goes. Up through the neutral zone, and Cohen will lose an edge up against the boards. And Hyen loses that puck, and that goes all the way down towards Milberg's. That's dumped away by Shalifke. Oswego dumps it back to the neutral zone. Fredonia looks to set things up offensively. And they're going to dump this one away down towards Milberg, who comes out of net to slow it down. And he gives it over to Hyen, back over to Baker. In the corner, here comes the Lakers with Cohen. That one's broken up by the defense. Cohen will lose an edge, but here comes Hyen with the puck. Hyen gives it over to Cohen, and Cohen loses that one, broken up defensively by the Blue Devils with Gagnon. And the Blue Devils going to push this one through the neutral zone. Bala resets for the Lakers now. Here comes Payon. And Payon comes across the blue. Pass an opportunity. Here comes a pass shot. No good. Broken up by the D. Good opportunity there for Oswego. Almost got a first quick action as that one goes through the neutral zone all the way to the Oswego zone. Fredonia and Oswego chase. And the Blue Devils have an opportunity, but that one's also broken up. Bala takes it back for Oswego, and Payon has it now. And Payon will pass that one up to Burke. And past Bailey, and now back into the stick. Here's a shot opportunity, and it's saved by Kane. And Kane off to a decent start here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a great line rush by Oswego. They're finding each other in the neutral zone, even though, they're not always connecting on passes. They're recovering pucks quickly and winning those 50-50 battles, which will be really important tonight as they continue to generate some more momentum heading into the Fredonia zone.
Absolutely. Oswego now, like I said, they had the win taken out of their sails last night. We'll see how they recoup while Fredonia is trying to make the upset win here. And the Blue Devils win that face-off, but the puck stands still on the ice. Oswego tries to come away with it. Corner battle won by the Blue Devils, and here they come down the ice now. Ring's going to pass that one over. And Ramundas has it now. He's going to dump it down low, but Payon's waiting for it patiently. And back up to Burke. Burke's going to cross ice that one over to Harley, and Harley's going to push that one all the way past the red line. Oswego got a few set of legs on the ice now, and Fredonia looks to get things moving offensively as they go through the neutral zone. And Ring goes under his stick, and Schmidt will chase for the Blue Devils. And under stick of Ring once again. Oswego tries to get it back, but they're there. And there's a shot over there in front of Milberg. No good. It's saved by the goaltender. Here's a shot blocked by the defense. And Fudger to chase, and they're going to get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, this back and forth battle, the play's already turned into a up and down the ice, hunt for the puck. So we'll see who can continue to come out on top. Who has the freshest legs tonight after both teams played last night. Quick turnaround, but I think the Lakers can get it done here tonight.
Absolutely, as the Blue Devils look so far a little bit all right on offense. There's Bailey wins the faceoff with a shot in front of Milberg, and he's going to freeze that one. That was a good opportunity quick there for the Blue Devils. I thought they might have snuck that one by almost.
I think that's what we're going to see a lot from, those scramble saves from Milberg down low. They've already chipped a few at his feet, which, that can get messy really quickly if the D are not on their P's and Q's.
And McQuaid wins the faceoff for the Lakers against Bailey. And Semrat goes down low for it. Simpson will come up with it. And up against the boards, they fight. Fredonia has it down low near Milberg. And they'll send it back up, reset slowly. And Fredonia takes it across the blue line. Here's Thomas. Now here's a shot in front of Milberg, and it goes wide. Tried to set him up, but nobody was home. And they'll battle in the corner for it. But the Lakers win that battle as Bala has the puck back over to Semrad. And back up to Fudger it goes. Back onto the stick of Semrad. And the Lakers look to set up offensively in the neutral zone. They're still going to fight for it. And here comes Cam Simons now. And Simons has an opportunity. That one's pushed in front. Fudger takes a weird-looking shot. No good. Fredonia will take it back. And here comes Maori now for the Blue Devils as that one's put right into the glove of Milberg.
Floater to the glove, easy save. But, again, those things can turn around really quick if you can't track those properly. So we'll see. That was our first look at Fredonia's kind of offensive zone setup there, which was interesting. They like to move it down low. Keep it moving laterally, so we'll see if Lakers can track pucks and keep man-on-man coverage.
And the Lakers take that face off as Gato fights for it, but Fredonia's right there. There's a shot towards Milberg, and they'll save it once again. Now, what else are you seeing from the Blue Devils so far? It's going well for them. They've got 4 shots against the Lakers' 5.
I mean, they have a couple big bodies that they like to put in front. We saw on a couple plays ago, they like to put pucks low on Milberg's feet, so we'll see if those tipping opportunities, produce anything tonight.
Absolutely. There's a good shot by the Blue Devils, but Oswego fights up on the boards for it. And Baker will take it back now for Oswego. He pushes that through the neutral zone all the way past Calabufo, all the way down to Kane, who comes out of net to stop the puck. And Gato chases behind Kane, and here's Calabufo now up against the corner. Yeah, they'll fight for it. Fredonia comes back with it, but it goes back into the corner, and now we got another fight up in the corner for the puck. And no one's seeming to come away with it. Who's going to get it first? That's the question. And Oswego doesn't get it. It's going to be the Blue Devils, and they're going to come away with it. Through the neutral zone it goes, over the hand of Baker, and Hyen will chase for the Lakers. And that pass is broken up by Cherenka. And Baker fights for it again. Up in the corner, now it comes over to Hyan, who passes it off the board and all the way down. Just getting that thing out of there, now letting Fredonia set up offensively, and we'll get yet another stoppage of play. Now, what are you seeing from the Lakers in particular so far?
I mean, as we saw just there, that was a scary moment for Hyan. You know, behind the back passes are, welcome in this game, especially with how much pressure Fredonia is putting on the Oswego Lakers in their zone. They're ready and they're hungry to capitalize on any mistakes they're making down low.
Absolutely, as Ryan skates in for the faceoff for the Lakers, and he will win it as Hyan gets it back. And the Blue Devils look to keep it onside, but it'll skip through neutral zone, would force them to reset anyways. They'll just dump that one away. But it's broken up by the D, and it goes all the way down to the other side of the ice, goes across the ice, and that one will have yet another stoppage of play.
I mean, Fredonia's getting a little taste of their own medicine here. I mean, Lakers aren't necessarily meaning to ice the puck all the time here, but the Blue Devils are definitely a dump and chase team, as we've seen. They're getting those Laker defense off their offensive blue line by chipping it over their shoulders. So we'll see if they can capitalize here by gaining some offensive entry.
And Bailey and Ryan skate in for the faceoff. And they're still in the faceoff circle, and Oswego comes away with it with Baker. And Baker gets that one through the neutral zone. They're just going to dump and chase. And Gato chases, but he won't get there. Here come the Blue Devils. And towards Milberg, he's paying attention. Hyan picks it back up for the Lakers. Back onto the stick of Miller, who gives it back over to Ryan. Ryan over to Yozo. And on the far side it goes again. And no one knows where the puck is for a second. Oswego gets it back. And here's Payon with a pass shot. No good. Nobody home waiting for that one. And Iozo has it now on the far side. He's going to push this one back up to Bala. Back over to Payon. And Payon fakes a shot and dumps it down low. Nobody home. And near the goalie, Fredonia is going to take this one back. Good opportunity for the Lakers. Squandered by the defense. Here comes Bailey. And Bailey loses that one. Bala picks it back up, but the pass is broken up again in the neutral zone. Fredonia gets it back. And they'll dump that one into the Oswego zone, but Payon's in front of Milberg waiting for the puck. And Payon passes that one down to Bailey. It skips off his stick all the way down to Kane, who stops it. He'll get back in net with them so close. The Lakers pass back. Here's an opportunity for Horacek. Pass shot. Save. No good. Bala gets it back. And Horacek will pick it back up. Pass in front of the net, but the Blue Devils are waiting for that one. They're not going to let that go away so easy. And here they come with Burfin. And Burfin's pass in front of the net in front of Bailey. He goes right behind the leg of Milberg. And the Blue Devils score first.
Wow, as I was saying earlier, that's a messy goal right there. No one wants that. Milberg definitely didn't know where that was. He couldn't track it. Those are always, they really put a wrench in momentum because you're not expecting it. It's not a pretty goal. You can't anticipate it, and that'll give them enough momentum just to get it going here. And as I was saying, the Lakers are seemingly connected tonight despite a few line changes, but we've still yet to see some, quality offensive scoring chances for the Lakers this evening.
Absolutely not, as Fredonia will take the first strike of the game, and they followed one of the keys of the game, which was score first, and we'll see if they can perform with that as they'll take the face-off in center ice. And Simpson takes it now for the Lakers, and he's going to pass up to the neutral zone, but here are the Blue Devils waiting. And Simpson's still there. He's going to take it back on the far side. And Simons looks to fight for it up against the boards. Simpson comes away with it. And Simpson's going to keep this one near the backside. He's going to dish this one up to Fudger. And Fudger pushes the one all the way across the blue line, across the red line, and all the way behind Kane.
As you can see here, that goal was really, no one really understood where that was coming from. I don't think the Fredonia players even knew that it went in until they turned around. And you could see the confusion on Milberg's face, obviously. He was not expecting that to go in as it went off the leg or foot or wherever it went off of that Blue Devil player.
A very interesting goal. A lot of people didn't know that went in until the red light actually flashed behind the net. As the Blue Devils get possession back of the puck. And Milberg comes out to stop it, but he's just going to get back in net. Smart move there as he goes right towards him. Good thing he got back for the Lakers. And McQuaid fights for it. Gagnon has it now. He's going to dump that one to a player in their own zone. And up against the Oswego bench, they'll fight. Simpson comes away with it. He'll give it back to Semrad. And Semrad gets this one to the neutral ice. Over to Simons. And they're going to chase this one. 2 Blue Devils with 1 Laker. And up against the boards, Oswego tries to get it back in their offensive zone. They will. And Hyan looks for it. He's not going to get it. It goes behind the net once again for the Blue Devils. And Hyan passes one over to Calabufo. Dished it over to Baker. And Baker passes down low. It's blocked by the defense. Calabufo chases with Gagnon. And Oswego passes one up. Back through neutral ice. 7 minutes exactly left on the clock in this first period of men's hockey here at the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena. And the Blue Devils push this one up north, but Oswego waits for it. Everybody on sides. Cohen pushes it over the blue line. And Fredonia is going to pump that one down low. They're just going to dump and chase and get a fresh set of legs on the ice. And we will get yet another stoppage with 6:42 left to go.
Yeah, I mean, the Laker defense definitely need to take care of the puck more on their offensive blue line. As we've seen here, like I said, we've had a couple block shots from the Blue Devils, but overall they need to be more laterally inclined. You know, they got to move their forwards, find those shooting lanes, or just, you know, make a simple play down low. You know, don't force things.
Absolutely, as Oswego sets up now, and they'll win that face-off. And here's a pass in front of the net. Those shot opportunities blocked up by the D. Here comes Payon now. Payon dishes it down low. And into the corner it goes. Lakers get it back. They'll fight in the corner for the puck. Someone eventually going to come away with it. And it looks like Cohen will get it back. Over to Payon. Cohen pass in front of the net. Nobody home. Iozo was not ready for that one. And it comes back towards the near side. Payon waiting for it. And Payon's going to push it right back to where it was to Cohen. And Cohen with the puck now in Ovi's office looking for something here. He's going to give it back over. And here's Iozo with the pass in front of the net. It's blocked. Payon has it now up near the blue line. And Payon goes over to Bala. Down low to Payon. And back over to Payon. And Payon shot, and it's saved by Kane straight into the chest pad.
Nice shot by Payon there. You know, as we see there, the Lakers are awfully dangerous down low, and we've seen with multiple of their goals this year, they like to work off the goal line and make that goalie move with cross-crease passes and such. So we got to see more of that, as, you know, Kane's already standing on his toes here with a couple of shots there, but we'll see what they can generate in the next couple minutes here.
And Burke wins that face-off for the Lakers. Simpson takes it now in the offensive zone. And Horacek has a shot down the middle. All the way from Broadway, no good. And Oswego tries to come back with it, fighting for the puck. And back up it goes to Semrad. And Semrad dishes it down to Burke. Burke chases behind the net. And Harley chases for Oswego now, but it comes back up to Simpson. And across the blue line, Oswego be forced to reset. And Semrad has it on his stick. He'll get it near the blue line, but Fredonia stops before it can cross. And the Blue Devils try to cross it down near their bench, and they will. They'll stay on side, and here comes Fredonia. And Horacek slows things down back there. Now it's Semrad fighting up against the boards with Burke for it as well. And out towards the near side corner. Harley will get it back for the Lakers. And Harley's going to get this one through the neutral zone across the blue line. Oswego just going to get a line change here. 4:57 left to go here in the first. And the Blue Devils get it back in the neutral zone as here they come. And here's a shot to Milberg. It goes wide and it's saved. And Semrad's going to get that one away, and so will McQuaid. And McQuaid with possession now. Going to dump this one up and into the neutral zone, and it'll cross the blue line. Blue Devils will get this one back. And Fredonia looks to set up. They're going to get into the neutral zone, and across the neutral zone it goes. And they will chase that one with Maori. And Maori gets in front of the net, but nobody's home for that pass. The Lakers will get it back with Simons. And now here comes McQuaid. McQuaid across the blue line. Simons, here's a shot. It's blocked by the D. And Baker gets it back now for the Lakers. Over to Hyen. Hyen gets down low. Nobody home for that pass either. Baker will get it back on the near side. And Baker just down low to Fudger. Fudger turns around and shoots. And that's tipped in by the Blue Devils. Oswego scores and the Teddy Bears are flying.
That was an awesome own goal. I mean, that's what it takes here tonight. The messy goals in front we've seen twice now. It's gone off of a player in front. You know, no shot, no nothing involved really. It's just crashing the net and just putting them in.
Absolutely, as I think it might be time to say bye to Bert and Ernie here in the press box. And just look at all these teddy bears on the ice, and here we go. It's our turn. And down they go. Oh, almost hit Calabufa. I was close. And there goes the teddy bears, and they're going to collect them on the ice. We'll get a slowdown and play here. And the Lakers just going to help that one out, and they're leaving it up 1-1. And obviously all these teddy bears for a great cause, going to Toys for Tots, making some Christmas for families in need. And it's always a fun sight to see, I will say.
It is. I mean, this is a really special night for so many kids, for the Laker family, everyone involved. So it's super awesome to see the support tonight, especially with the break coming up. So I love seeing the variety of teddy bears also. It's always fun, you know. last year I chose my favorite. I think it was an alligator I picked up to put in the bin, but it's awesome to see Milberg grabbing that massive teddy bear, and as the bench clears here, helping out.
Now, I will ask you, while they clean up these teddy bears, what is your favorite animal? I ask this every year. What is your favorite animal?
Wow, I don't even know. There's so many great choices, but, if I could be an animal for a day, probably a dolphin. I think they're pretty cool.
Oh, that's a cool choice. I've never heard dolphin yet. I like that one. That's a good one. I personally, big panda guy.
Ooh.
Love panda bears. They're awesome. They're really cool. If I could be an animal for a day, it'd be a panda bear. But getting back to hockey now, as the ice has been mainly cleared off, the Lakers tie this thing up at 1 apiece with 4:04 left to go here in the first. In Oswego, they finally strike.
Yeah, that equalizer goal, scoring a couple minutes after the Blue Devils were able to strike first, will help them now. It's anyone's game now, as we've seen. It can really take the smallest tip, smallest touch to just get it behind these two pretty seasoned goaltenders. It's really anyone's game.
Absolutely. We see that early on here. There's a late teddy bear that comes onto the ice over into the face-off circle, and Calabufo will go over himself and get it. What a nice guy. But, it's going to be anybody's game. With the way Kane and Milberg are playing, I think it's anybody's game.
Yeah, definitely.
And what do you say now to the Blue Devils? They just got scored on. It's back to, we can call it 0-0, but 1-1. What do you think the Blue Devils got to do here to take the lead back?
It'll be interesting to see how they respond here, and just as the same as the Lakers. They got to keep some good momentum moving forward now. That was a lucky goal, you could say, but we haven't seen many of their shots get through to the net. Most of them have been blocked or, redirected in some way by Kane or from the defenseman. So they really need to capitalize off this forward momentum and keep the puck down in their offensive zone.
And Oswego now, talking about the Lakers a little bit, they get the score on the board. It's back to 1-1. Anything quickly before they drop the puck here for the Lakers?
Again, just recovering pucks quick and winning 50-50 battles are important.
Absolutely. So they'll win that face-off. Baker has it for the Lakers, goes down past Gato, and over across the red line, and we'll get a early stoppage of play. 3:57 left to go here in the first.
A quick turnaround off the face-off there, putting the Lakers back on defense. It'll be interesting, again, to see how they respond to just scoring that equalizer goal and now seeing what the Fredonia Blue Devils can make of this face-off.
Absolutely, and a close game here early on. 3:57 left to go in the first, and we'll skate in for the face-off as that one is blown dead. And we'll get yet another stoppage, and we'll reline up for the face-off. And the Blue Devils take that one. And here's a shot from Thomas, and that one goes wide, blocked by the D. And Hyen passes one over to Gato, and he's going to get rid of that thing over to Baker on the far side. Pass going cross ice. And speaking of cross ice, it goes down past Kane. And Fredonia looks to get it back now, and we're going to slow things down, and it'll just take a quick stoppage here.
Number 10, Danny Calabufo, stepping in front of that shot once again. That's his second major block shot of the game. Keeping the pucks above those circles is really important, especially seeing how the Fredonia Blue Devils are picking up in front.
Absolutely, and Calabufo has been pretty good all season long at that. He gets a few block shots himself. Really an all-around team player, very good, and that's why he's been one of the better players on the Oswego State Lakers for the foreseeable future. And speaking of Calabufo, he fights for that one up near the blue line. He'll get it back for the Lakers, and here they come. And down across the red line, it goes behind Kane. Blue Devils look to get it back as Baker fights up against the boards for it. And the Blue Devils do come away with that one. It's Morris with the puck now for Fredonia. And Fredonia, Thomas fights for it up against the boards. Fredonia gets it back, comes to the Oswego bench, and across the blue line it goes. And they will chase with Terenka. And that one goes across the blue line once again. Baker will get it back to neutral ice. And across it goes. Oswego with an opportunity. There's a shot, and it's saved by Kane. And over in the corner, they'll fight for it again. 3 minutes flat left to go here in the first period. Oswego State taking on the Blue Devils. It's a 1-1 game. And a corner battle once again. Someone's got to come away with it. And eventually it's Cohen who takes an opportunity pass, but he won't take it. It's blown away by the defense. And Bala gets it back to Cohen. Shot. And that one's saved by Kane. No good. Behind the net, the Lakers have it once again. They're going to fight for it. And back in front of the net, and nobody's home for that pass. It goes through neutral ice into the Oswego zone. Milberg comes way out of net to pass this one back up to Cohen. And Cohen's pass is broken up by the Blue Devils. As that one will go back down towards the corner. Cohen doing it all by himself right now. We'll get it back behind the net. And Cohen looks to take a shot. It's broken up by the defense. No pass there, no option. Fredonia gets it back. And near the Oswego bench, Lambert will fight for it for the Blue Devils. And it eventually spits out back down to the corner behind Kane. And now the Lakers' Payon has it near the blue line. And Payon looks to line up a shot. Nothing looking open for him yet. He'll get that one over to Burke, who gives it back to Bala. Bala takes a slap shot. No good. And Payon gets it back. He's going to push this one down towards the corner, and Horacek waits for it. And Horacek finds Burke. Burke finds Bala. And Bala takes another shot towards Kane. It's loose in front of the net. And Fredonia gets rid of that thing. Good opportunity for the Lakers. But too many blue in the way of that net as Bala gets it back. Minute 33 left to go. Bala gets it through neutral ice all the way through the Fredonia zone. Kane called for the icing, but Simons was right there, so they won't get it. And Cam Simons fights down low for the Lakers. And Fredonia looks to come away with it. It's Arnold. And Arnold gets it across the blue line, but Semrad's waiting for that one, and Hayes takes a big hit near the boards. And Arnold gets it back for the Blue Devils. And Semrad will take it back for the Lakers. Back and forth they go. And Fudger doesn't get that one, but Simpson looks to get it, and he will. And it's going to stay in neutral ice here with just about a minute left to go in the first, a minute and 1 second. And it'll stay in neutral ice as Fudger fights up near the Oswego bench for it, and it pops out all the way down towards Kane, and Arnold will chase for the Blue Devils. And it's McQuaid and Arnold who fight for it down low, and it goes behind the net. And Fredonia looks like they'll come away with it, but they will continue to chip up against the boards for it. And Oswego gets it the heck out of there as it comes up to Hyen. And Hyen gives it back to Calabufo, gets it down low to Fudger, but it bounces off his skate. Hyen has it back now by the net. There's a pass in front with a swing and a miss, and Kane's going to dive on that one. Big missed opportunity there for the Lakers.
You know, with just 30 seconds remaining, it's good to see that the Lakers have been disciplined on their line changes this evening, as we've seen a couple too many men penalties this season for the Lakers. Just not taking care of the puck, you know, keeping it down on offense and then getting the change when you can, not when you have to.
And Kane just dives on that one. Good play by the netminder to play some heads-up hockey and make sure that that one doesn't just stay right in front of him, and an opportunity for the Lakers. But 30 seconds are left. And the Blue Devils win the face-off through the corner all the way and still in their zone, and that one goes way down across both blue lines. And Baker picks it back up for the Lakers. It goes over to Gato. Back up to Calabufo on the blue line. And Calabufo gives that one up, and it goes through the other blue line, past the red. As time starts to wind down, Blue Devils with possession here. They're going to pass this in front of the net in their own zone. And C has the puck now for the Blue Devils, who gets that one down low towards Milberg. And Hyen chases. And it goes by the net once again as time expires here in the first period. And the score is 1-1. Oswego and Fredonia are all knotted up here after one.
Yeah, it's a ping-pong match of a game here, so it's really going to come down to who can contain those bobbling pucks and, you know, produce some offense.
Absolutely. And before we get into our, well, we'll call it a intermission show, as it's just the two of us here tonight. Any quick thoughts after that first period of action?
I mean, as you saw how quickly things can change for the Blue Devils, you know, having a shaky start there for Milberg. Unfortunately, you know, letting up the first goal is never easy, but I think the Lakers responded really well, and, you know, scoring that equalizer goal will help them out as they head into the second period, just with the score now even.
And we're going to talk about some of the shot attempts each team is taking. Now, Oswego taking 16 compared to Fredonia's 6, but Fredonia gets one of those 6 by. Anything you got between both of those teams?
I mean, like I said, the Laker defense just have to take care of the puck a little bit more as they're shooting it into the shin pads. You've seen the Blue Devil forwards and defense not being afraid to step in front of Kane, saving him those shots, saving him those tips, having to stretch out. But I think overall we're getting some good looks towards the net. Just keeping him low, keeping him on the ice would help a lot.
Absolutely, and just walk us through each goal. Let's start with the Fredonia goal now. So let's look at the Blue Devils, their first goal. It just skips under the pad of Milberg, goes right through his leg, and, I mean, that was a weird one. So just walk me through what happened there.
I mean, it was honestly a freak goal. No really skill involved. Like I said, both goals were kind of garbage goals in front, but with that, you can never really anticipate where it's going. Unfortunately for Milberg, he just got caught to the left of his net, and, you know, no one really could have anticipated where it was going, where it was coming off of, or, you know, if they could have stopped it.
And obviously Oswego gets the tie up their goal, and the Teddy Bears fly. So just walk me through what happened there for the Lakers.
You know, like I said, they're dangerous down low, so if they can keep the puck below the goal line, getting those net line drives, they confuse the Blue Devil defenseman there. I'm pretty sure that's what happened on the left post. They got caught out man on man. You know, they didn't really do their job. So if they can continue to confuse the D and Lakers using those cross crease passes, it'll help a lot.
And defensively, there are a few holes I've seen on both sides, but I want you to take me through what you're seeing defensively on each side. Let's start with the Blue Devils.
They're like I said, they're not afraid to step in front of shots or lay bodies in the corners. The Lakers are doing a good job of recovering pucks off those 50-50 battles, but the pucks have been bouncing all over the ice, and they're pulling the Laker D off their offensive blue line by chipping it over their shoulder, causing them to turn around, causing them to back check for that puck. And the Blue Devil forwards, they're putting pressure on the back check. So.
And Oswego defensively, any changes you could see for the Lakers?
I mean, they got caught out puck watching a couple times there. Just keeping that man-on-man coverage will be important, as the Blue Devils like to move it across the blue line to their D-to-D partners, down the walls. And again, they're putting big bodies in front of the net, so if they can move them, just helping Milberg see the puck a little bit better, they won't have any issue keeping pucks out.
Absolutely. So now let's take a look into the locker rooms. If you're head coach Jeff Meredith for the Fredonia Blue Devils, what are you saying to your team?
I think, honestly, the way they started, I think they caught the Lakers off guard a little bit with just how connected they were in the neutral zone. The pressure they're putting on them is great. Just keeping pucks low is, I think, would be the main goal for the Blue Devils right now, is they're seeing those, they're getting pucks to the front of the net. They're keeping the Lakers on their toes on defense, and just, overall, just keeping that lateral movement's important, because as a defenseman, it's hard to track those pucks, especially if the forwards are in front of you. You can't track it well. Yeah.
And now let's take a look at the home team. Now, if you're Ed Gosick for the Lakers, what are you saying to your team in the locker room?
Again, moving the puck laterally will help. Just staying a little bit more elusive on the blue line, opening up those shooting lanes a little bit, and just getting pucks through the net. Kane's stood up tall with his, a couple good glove saves, couple good blocker saves, and just keeping pucks low would be important, and getting bodies in front like the Blue Devils are doing.
Absolutely. As the future Lakers wrap things up on the ice, that's going to be it for us in the press box for a few minutes. We'll be back before the second period starts. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
And welcome back up to the Steve Levy press box. I'm Kenny Gerard, coincided by the wonderful Tilly Pethrick, as we are one period through. The Lakers and the Fredonia Blue Devils are tied at 1 apiece.
Yeah, it's really anyone's game tonight. As we saw, 2 garbage goals changes the game quite drastically, pretty quickly. So we'll continue to see how both teams respond to this, forward, offensively and defensively here. Yeah, I mean, what do you think about the Blue Devils so far?
I mean, they've been good so far. It's been better than we expected. The Blue Devils, not a team that usually plays well against the Lakers. We saw only 2 games ago they played. It was 9-0, so it can be a blowout on both sides. But so far, Fredonia really holding their own. Now, what do you think about the Lakers?
The Lakers, I mean, they're hanging in there. I think they're against the Blue Devils, who's a physical team. They're hanging in there in terms of, exchanging hits, returning hits. But they got to just keep winning puck battles and keep winning the face-offs, keep generating offense.
Absolutely. Let's take you back down to the ice now as it's time for second period action. 20 minutes on the clock for the second period. It's 1-1 Oswego and Fredonia as the Oswego State Lakers are in their 4th game of SUNY play, and so is Fredonia. As we mentioned earlier, Oswego 2-1 in conference. Fredonia sitting at 1-2 as we get ready for face-off. And the puck drops and the second period will begin. And Baker has it now for the Lakers. And that'll go across the blue line all the way down. And Fredonia is waiting for that one. And Oswego will get it back. Down it goes towards Burke. Burke in front of the net. There's a shot and it's off the post. No good. And Fredonia will get it back across the blue line. Here comes the Blue Devils. And that one just goes off the stick of a Blue Devil. And down to the corner it goes. And Burke has it now up in the corner. It goes back over to across the ice. And across the blue line it goes. Horacek chasing in front of the net. But Bailey was there for the Blue Devils. And Baker takes a shot. It goes wide. McQuaid looks to get it back for Oswego. And down by the red line, McQuaid will lose an edge, but so will Bailey. And on the near side, they'll fight. His Cam Simons in there as well in the battle, but McQuaid comes out with it. And he'll take a shot of his own. It goes wide. No good. McQuaid gets his own rebound and swings and misses. And over across the blue line it will go. Goes behind Payon. Oswego will be forced to reset. And the pass goes over to Fudger. Fudger looks for an open pass. It's in front of the net, and Simons just swings and misses on that one. It won't be any good there. And Fredonia looks to fight for it on the far side. And Simons back there chipping for it, but Fudger will come away with it. And it goes back over towards the face-off circle, and it's blocked back over the blue line by McQuaid. And Simons fights down low with Fortin for the puck. And someone inevitably, again, will come away with this. They're just going to fight for it. It's not a matter of if, it's when, and it comes out for the Blue Devils, but Gato's chasing for it. And the Lakers get it back. And Payon has it near the center of the ice. And Payon looks to get it back to Bala, but Bala moves away, and down it goes. And Fortin chases, it goes down up towards Bala. And Bala stops with his skate and dumps it down low towards Kane. Fredonia looks to get it back and out of their zone. And they will as that one goes way high and skips towards the Laker logo, but Payon will get it. Oswego sets things up here as Gato has the puck now. And Gato's pass is broken up. Calabufo to chase down towards the corner. And Calabufo swings through the middle. He'll swing and miss. He looks to take another shot. It goes wide left, no good. And Gato will get it back. And the Blue Devils come away with it here. And it goes through center ice, but Semrad will take it back for Oswego. And he'll dump that one off the wall, and Fredonia will chase, and Oswego will reset with a new line as we will get another stoppage of play.
Ghostek pulled Brandon Milberg there in hopes of adding a 6th player when they kept the pressure in on their in the Blue Devil zone. As we saw, they do create a lot of chances when they keep possession of the puck, and they recover pucks in the neutral zone. Payon had a couple good opportunities there on the blue line, but nothing really got through to the net.
And it looks like we're going to get a tripping call going against Ramudos, and Oswego will go on the power play. And there's a shot early in the power play. It's in front of the net, and Fredonia gets it away. It's Bailey who dumps that one over the blue line, and that will slow down the power play for the Lakers. 1:49 left in the power play. And Oswego looks to get things going offensively, up 5-4 with the man advantage. 1:40 left in the power play. Oswego still in their own zone. Baker gets it. He'll take it across the first blue. Pass up to Gato. And Gato in the corner looks to dump it over to Calabufo. And Calabufo pushes it behind the net towards McQuaid. And McQuaid has it near the face-off circle, trying to find an open passing lane. He'll give it up to Baker. He'll keep it onside. And Baker gives it down to the corner. And pass up to McQuaid. McQuaid looks to shoot, he won't. Here's Gato, pass for the net. Calabufo swings and misses. And Fredonia will break up that pass, and in the corner it goes, but McQuaid will come back up with it. And McQuaid will take it himself. He'll miss on that one. That's poked away by Bailey. Good defensive play by the Blue Devils to slow down the power play. And they're all on sides. Here comes the Lakers with Baker. And they go hit up against the boards. And that one goes down off across through the neutral zone, and Cohen will take it for Oswego. 51 seconds left in the power play, and the Blue Devils are fighting hard for this one. And Trenka loses that one. Oswego takes it back with Burke. And Burke gives that one across the ice. And Burke gets it back himself. And across the blue line it'll go once again, and Milberg will stop that puck in his own zone. 32 seconds left to go in the power play. First one of the matchup here early in the second. And Bala passes that one up to Horacek, who loses that one, and Fredonia will get rid of it again, and it goes right back to Milberg, who's waiting patiently in net. And Cohen will pick up the package for delivery, and he's going to take it across the first blue line. And Horacek lets it back through the second blue line. And 10 seconds left in the power play. 5-on-4 for the Lakers. They're going to fight up against the board. Pass in the middle. Nobody's there. And Bala will chase this one across both blue lines as the power play will expire. The Blue Devils get the penalty kill. Oswego will not capitalize on the man advantage. And the Blue Devils chase down with Fortin. Fortin has the puck now for Fredonia. And he's going to pass that one up to Raimundos. And Raimundos can't fight for it. And he'll just push that one off the wall towards center ice, but Semrad's waiting for that one. And still give it back up to Miller. And it stays near the Oswego bench with Kosis, and Kosis gives it back to Semrad. And he'll dump that one down low. And the Lakers and the Blue Devils will chase for it back near the corner. Here's Semrad. And Semrad passes up, and they keep that one onside. Semrad gets it back. And across the red line it goes. Oswego trying to get something going offensively here early. And Semrad will dump this one all the way around the boards, across both corners, and into a Blue Devil stick. And they'll fight up against the wall for the puck. It's a big mesh. Eventually it's going to come out. It's going to be at some point soon. Someone's got to come away with it. And the Blue Devils look like they've got it on their stick, but the Lakers not giving up. 14:30 left to go here in the second period. A lot of action here early. Not much moving, and it finally pops out, and it looks like the Blue Devils will come away with it inevitably. As Semrad misses that one in the neutral zone, and it goes back down towards Milberg, who waits for it. He'll just pass it slowly over to Simpson, who dumps that one down towards the Blue Devils, and Arnold will chase for Fredonia. And Simons fights up against the boards for it, and he's going to put a Blue Devil against it. And in the corner, they fight once again. No one able to get any real good puck control, but McQuaid comes away with it. He's still fighting for it, but the Blue Devils won't let him take it. Bala keeps it onside and dumps it down towards the ref. There's a pass in front of the net that won't go, and Payon keeps it onside. And down around towards the near side, McQuaid chases for Oswego, and that one's up in the air, and C will knock it down for Fredonia. And C and Simons chase down low, and back up it goes past the stick of Payon. And it's going to go back down. And Fredonia looks to get it out of the zone, and they will get that one across the blue line through neutral ice. And Payon just tries to punt that one back, and here comes the Blue Devils, who lose an edge on the stick there. And just Fudger will take it down towards the corner, and he'll fight for it with Maori. And Paulo looks to come away with it up against the near side. And down the ice they will eventually go, as Fredonia keeps that one onside, and we will get a stoppage of play, and it's going to be a tripping call.
As they, as we just saw there, the Lakers started to look more like the team we know and love, but they got to be careful down low there as the ice is still setting up, preventing mishandles, and we'll see what they can do with this new power play opportunity. The last one it was pretty lackluster as they, got the Fredonia Blue Devils kept them at bay, keeping the puck out of their zone, but we'll see what they can generate here.
And St. Ange goes to the sin bin for the Blue Devils. And Oswego will go on the power play for the second time here in the first 10 minutes of the second period. Oswego looks to try and capitalize and take a 2-1 lead, while Fredonia looks to kill off yet another penalty as we line up for the faceoff. And the Lakers will win it. Bala has the puck now for the Lakers. Pass over to Cohen, back to Bala. And Bala pass shot, a Horacek, and it's no good. And across the blue line, and it goes across the second blue line. Bala slows things down for the Lakers. And Cohen will get it on his stick. Through the neutral zone they go. And Cohen dumps that one down towards the far corner. And we will get yet another stoppage of play.
That was a great start for them. Again, keeping that puck in the zone will be vital on this power play opportunity. Just keeping the keeping Fredonia on their toes on that penalty kill. As we've seen, they've been pretty on it, and generating scoring opportunities. We haven't seen many in this period so far, so they need to start churning them out.
And neutral ice faceoff goes the way of the Lakers, and Cohen will take it across the blue line. And near side, he fights with it with Burke too, and Simons comes in and joins the party. And Trenka also joins the party for the Blue Devils. Minute 22 left, Oswego comes away with it. And there's a pass to Bala, Bala pass, shot, no good. Saved by Kane from the pass by Cohen. And Horacek's gonna push this one up towards Burke. And it goes way past Bala, and that one goes quickly down ice. And Milberg's out of net looking for the open man. He'll give it to Cohen as he looks to get back in net. And he will. 1 minute remains in the power play, and Gato's down there fighting for it. Fredonia tries to get something going shorthanded, and they might have opportunity. Bailey shot, and it's saved off the chest of Milberg. It's still in front, and Oswego's got to get rid of it, and they will. And Fredonia playing good so far, and they're shorthanded and keeping it in the Oswego zone as Gato finally gets a stick on the puck. And across they go. Here comes the Lakers trying to get something going on the power play. And by the net they go. Comes around, and it's in! Ryan scores for the Lakers.
That's what they needed right there. Justin Ryan, a first year. He's been a great addition to the Laker offense. Only had a couple games under his belt, but he seemed to, generate some great opportunities for the Lakers in this game so far, and that's all they needed to put them ahead here. Great wraparound, caught Kane off guard on the far side, made a move across his crease, and got one here for the Lakers.
And Justin Ryan will put that one in the back of the net for the Lakers as they'll take advantage of their second power play here early in the second period. Oswego goes up 2-1 over the Blue Devils, and the shot differential still large. Oswego's 21 shots compared to Fredonia's 9. And Fredonia will take that face-off as Arnold has it for the Blue Devils, and he's pushed up against the boards. And Payon's up against the boards now for the Lakers looking for it. And Fredonia comes away with it in their offensive zone, but that goes far and wide, and they'll keep it on sides. Good save there by the Blue Devils. And that pass in front, nobody's home. Arnold with the puck now. He'll take a shot, but it goes off the chest of Gato. And that one goes down low. Not much happening in the passing lane. And Fredonia finally gets it back in their offensive zone, trying to get that goal back and tie this thing back up down 2-1. And behind Milberg it goes. Calabufo with the puck. And Gato and Arnold fight for it. And here's an opportunity for the Blue Devils. Goes around the backside, and it's blocked by the defense. Nice save there. Back in front, it goes across. No good. Arnold with the puck now for Fredonia. He'll take a shot down low. No good. Couple good opportunities there for the Blue Devils, but the Oswego defense spoils them as Gato has the puck through the neutral zone and into Fredonia zone, and they'll get a fresh set of legs on the ice, and they'll reset defensively, and Oswego looks to get something going again offensively and extend their 2-1 lead. And on the near side board, they will fight for it with 10:40 left to go here in the second. 2-1 Lakers. And the Blue Devils will come up with that puck as they get that one into the neutral zone, forcing Oswego to reset whether they like it or not. Behind will chase for the Lakers, and down towards Milberg it goes. And on the near side it is, and it goes down across the bench. And Fortin will chase now for the Blue Devils, and Kane will just freeze that one and slow things up a little bit.
As you saw down low there, the ice still looks pretty sticky, but Ring looked to almost put that one in, returning a wraparound goal of his own on that last play. Both teams struggling down low in the Lakers zone, handling that puck with that wet ice, but overall I think they're handling it pretty well.
Absolutely, and Oswego recoups, and they'll take that goal on the power play, and they'll score. And we'll just reset here on the face-off. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10. And the Fredonia Blue Devils will take that face-off. And Oswego chases down low with Fredonia. And Burke comes up with that one. Baker will have it in the offensive zone, keeps it on side. Burke's pass goes over to Burke. And Burke takes a shot, and that one's saved by Kane.
The Laker D are having some great composure at the blue line here. Travis Baker having a couple strong shifts in the second period. Just keeping that puck in, looking for those forwards on the flanks, and getting those pucks through the net are really important, especially coming off that goal as we saw. Any puck on net is a good puck. So.
Absolutely, just getting more shots near the net, taking smart shots as well is something the Lakers I think have done very well so far tonight. And Fredonia, obviously going 1 for 10, you can't say it's all that bad for them either. And the Lakers will reset on the face-off circle. 10:02 left here in the second. And the Lakers win that face-off. Baker passes over to Hyen. And Hine will take it around near the backside, and Fredonia gets it. It's Bailey coming down on the charge. And here comes Bailey's shot in front, and it's no good. The pass set up St. Ange, but he wasn't there. And the Lakers get it across the first blue line, get it out of trouble. Cohen's going to dump that one. But it's stopped by the Blue Devils, and Bailey will get it back now for Fredonia. And Fredonia goes up to St. Ange, who gets it down low, and it's down towards Milberg again. Milberg comes out of net to pass it. And Simpson has the puck now, back up to Cohen. And Cohen gets it through center ice. Back up to Yozo, and then it goes back across again to Ring, who Ring takes it down now for the Blue Devils. Ring takes a shot, but it's a little wide. And Fredonia gets it back. Ring has up on the far side board, fighting with Baker from Oswego, trying to get it away. And they'll get chippy up against the boards. And it comes out eventually, and the Lakers will win that battle. And here comes Oswego with Miller. And Miller dumps that one in front towards Cohen, but Fredonia will put that one back offsides for the Lakers. And Fredonia resets offensively. Lorzell has it now. He's going to dump that towards the Oswego bench. And Simons gets a big hit up against the boards, and the Lakers will take it back. And McQuaid makes a nice move and gets it across the blue line. Simons chasing down low with Lorzell. But Thomas will come up with it for the Blue Devils. And Fredonia swing and a miss on that pass. It's no good. Payon will take it back for the Lakers as Payon shoots it straight into the chest of Kane, and maybe just making sure he was paying attention.
No, nice long shot there by Nico Payon, just allowing the forwards to change. And again, like I said earlier, the forwards are really taking care of their changes in this game, which is important because, you know, changing when you're in possession on offense is extremely important. Keeping the puck down, getting those fresh legs on the ice will keep them generating offense.
Absolutely, as Burke will take the face-off for the Lakers. And up in the corner, the puck will go, and we will get stopped once again. And a hooking penalty appears to be called against Oswego.
Interesting penalty there by seems to be a Ryan Burke, I think, first year. He that was a chippy play there in the corner, but that's what you've got to expect here with Fredonia and this Laker squad.
Well, Fredonia gets their chance now to convert on a power play. Oswego will go on the PK for the first time tonight. There's going to be 2 minutes on the clock for the Blue Devil power play. 8:26 left to go here in the second. Oswego up 2-1. They'll take the face-off in Oswego's zone, and Oswego will take it, but Fredonia is fighting for it with the one-man advantage, but Oswego's going to dump it out of the zone, and they will slow things down. Minute and 51 left on the power play. And Fredonia looks to get it started here offensively, and here they come with Thomas. And Thomas goes across the blue line by himself, but that's broken up by Bala and Calabufo, who will also dump that one away. Good job so far in the early penalty kill for the Lakers, trying to keep this thing a one-goal lead. And Simon sits all alone, trying to go slow down Bailey. And St. Ange has it now for the Blue Devils, who swifts on that pass. And Oswego tries to keep it off sides. Still in neutral ice, and they finally get it into the Oswego zone. 1:18 left the power play, and Oswego dumps it once again. Not much happening offensively for Fredonia on this power play. Oswego playing some pretty sound defense as Kane passes that one over to Bailey. And McQuaid fights down low for it, shorthanded for the Lakers. And Raimundo's fights down low for it as well, and Raimundo's will come away with it for the Blue Devils. And Raimundo's gets it across the first blue line. He'll fight with McQuaid as Raimundo's loses an edge. And Ring tries to chase for it, but Baker has it in his possession, and they're going to dump that one towards neutral ice. But here comes Fredonia as they get it on sides finally. And Raimundo's loses that one. The Lakers are going to dump that one away. And Ryan gets rid of it. 38 seconds left to go here in the power play. And Fredonia gets set up offensively, and they'll lead the charge, and here they come. And C leads the charge. He dumps that one down towards Milberg, comes out of net to slap that puck right in front of Bala. And Horacek chases as well. And Ring and Horacek will fight on the corner for the puck. 20 seconds left on this power play. Oswego shorthanded by one. Fredonia with a one-man advantage. 15 seconds left to go in the power play. And Fredonia comes away with it. And that pass is broken up by Ryan. And they're going to get another stoppage of play. A penalty on the way against the Blue Devils. It's going to be a trip.
A nicely executed penalty kill there by the Lakers. They had their 6 extended in passing lanes. They knew what they were doing. They knew the rotations, communicating well with each other, and getting those heavy clears out of the zone, keeping Fredonia in their zone, you know, not generating any offense, quite frankly.
And Oswego, like you just said, a great penalty kill there. They're going to actually get themselves a 1:53 power play, and there's going to be 7 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, which is not quite as fun as overtime, but hey, 4-on-4 is 4-on-4, so I will enjoy it for the time being. as both teams skate in for the face-off. And 7 seconds of 4-on-4 begins. And Gato gets it for Oswego's. Calabufo gets laid out. And here's a shot by Gato. It goes wide. No good. It's saved. And Fredonia gets it back. Oswego goes back to full strength. And then with that, they'll go on the power play. 5-on-4 for the Lakers now. And Fredonia has a short-handed in front of Milberg, but it goes around towards the corner. And they'll chase for it. And Gato has it in the corner, but he'll be fought up with Chenka. And he'll get rid of it for Fredonia and all the way into the Fredonia zone. Now Oswego looks to get things moving offensively as Calabufo chases. But back across the ice it goes. Baker will get it for Oswego. 1:25 left in the Oswego power play now. Third power play of the night, fourth penalty of the second period between both squads. And that one goes a little wide of Ryan, and Calabufo will quickly chase, and there will be the icing call.
As we saw there with Connor Gato, if you give him room down in the slot, he is a dangerous player, and you got to watch him. He moved in quickly on Kane down there, and they shut him down. But give him some room, and he'll make you sorry.
Absolutely, as there is 5:47 left here in the second, 1:14 left on the power play. And in Oswego zone, they'll face off. Fredonia shorthanded, won't win that one, and Baker gets it for the Lakers. 1:10 left to go in the power play now, and Oswego looks to get something going on this power play, scoring on the last one, and trying to do it once again as Baker has it on his stick, but he'll give it to center ice, and Fredonia will dump that towards Milberg. Oswego not getting much time in the offensive zone, not really any at all in this power play. Fredonia doing a good job at the penalty kill on their own accord now. And Baker will get this one up to Horacek as he'll take it through neutral ice. And across the blue line it goes. Horacek chases down low. And in the corner it goes. Horacek will lose it. And the Blue Devils get it across the blue line. And Oswego will be forced to reset. 35 seconds left on the power play. And Cohen will just take it down low slowly for the Lakers. And Cohen will give it up to Bala, who gives it up to Horacek, who then gives it up again to Cohen. And Cohen's pass to Simons goes wide. Won't work there as Horacek dumps it towards the corner and Simons chases. And Horacek can't keep that one on sides. 15 seconds remain in the power play. Fredonia doing a good job on the penalty kill. And Simons has the puck down low, and Simons looks back for Cohen. And Cohen keeps it on his stick. And Oswego will chase with only 2 seconds left in the power play. Bala has the puck now, and Bala will take a shot, and it's saved by Kane. And it'll bounce off the net. That will kill the power play for the Lakers. Neither team converting on their own power play.
Oswego definitely would have benefited from more offensive possession there. Just setting up in their zone, especially as the power play expired. Just setting up the, succeeding lines for some success on offense there. A late shot from Bala. Great deflection by Kane. Can't ask for much more.
Absolutely not. Great defensive battle there from Fredonia with 4:30 left on the clock here in the second. And the Lakers win that face-off. Semrad has it now, and Semrad just pushes that one towards the corner. Tries to find the open man for Oswego. And Bailey has it now for Fredonia, but that one goes up towards St. Ange. And it goes all the way across. Semrad to chase for Oswego. Behind the net, Semrad has it, and he'll pick a lane. He goes to the right side. And it goes across the first blue line as Semrad lays a big hit over against the boards, and Milberg slows it down. Semrad will take it back himself again. And he'll push it to the near side wall over towards Iozo. And it'll go across the blue line. Miller will have it now, and here's a good opportunity for Oswego. That's broken up by the defense. Almost a breakaway opportunity for Oswego, but they won't get it as Iozo has it now up to Semrad. And Semrad gently pushes it down low, trying to find an opportunity, but they'll fight up against the boards for it once again. 3:42 left to go. And towards center it goes, and it'll be broken up by the Lakers. On the near side, they fight for it once again. Fredonia shutting things down defensively better. And Bailey has it for the Blue Devils, but he'll have to fight for it, and he will get away with it. But it goes back towards Simpson. And Simpson passes up to Ryan, who gets it across the blue line as Ryan has it down low by himself. Oswego getting a few new fresh sets of legs on the ice to get a quick line change. And Calabufo has the puck as he goes towards Kane, but it's still defensively battled. And Ryan fights for it. He can't grab his stick. And off the boards it goes, and Bala jumps up, and he won't be able to keep that one on side. And here comes the Blue Devils with an opportunity now. Pass in front, and it's saved by Milberg.
The puck's definitely a worm tonight. It's bouncing all over the place. It's giving the D some hard times here, trying to keep that contained in the offensive zone. But Milberg had a great save there, just containing it to his glove. And now we'll see what they can do breaking out of their defensive zone.
And we'll get a face-off in the Oswego zone. 3 minutes exactly left on the clock here in this second period of action. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10 as the Lakers win that faceoff, and they'll get it over the blue line, and it would force Fredonia to reset, and they will as Bala gets it up against the boards, but a kind of a short pass there. And Bala will get it back again in the corner as he'll fight with the other number 11. That's Morris for Fredonia. And Payon and Bala and Simons all fight for it with Morris in the mix as well. Someone comes away with it. It's going to be Simons, who's still fighting up against the boards for it. And the pesky Blue Devils won't give that one up, but Payon will take it back eventually for the Lakers. That one goes across the blue line, but stays on sides. Fudger tries to get it back for Oswego across that blue line. They just can't get it across. Fredonia playing pretty good at keeping it in their offensive zone as that finally goes across the blue line. Blue Devils forced to reset as Fortin has the puck, and he'll just push that one through the corner towards Milberg, who comes out of net to try and stop it, but he won't. But Payon is there, back across to Bala. And Bala puts that one up in the air towards the bench and across both blue lines. Fortin to chase for the Blue Devils. And Fredonia State gets it now as they have it in neutral zone, gets into their offensive zone. Here's an opportunity in front of Milberg around the backside of the net, and they won't take the shot. And it goes back again behind the net. And Blue Devils look to set up offensively. Here's a shot towards the middle, but it's blocked by Payon. And the Blue Devils trying to get something going offensively again. They reset. And here's a shot towards Milberg. He's paying attention, and Thomas's shot won't go.
You know, in the late minutes here, we've seen Fredonia pick up the offensive energy, getting some rhythm down low and winning some puck battles, testing the Oswego defensemen, but, you know, we're keeping them out, but Milberg's also standing tall in net for us, so can't ask, you know, it's having a great night tonight.
Absolutely. As Bailey skates in for Fredonia, and Burke skates in for the Lakers, but Fredonia will come away with that face off as Milberg pushes that one away towards Burke. And around the boards it goes. Horacek will fight up on the boards for it. And in the corner it goes again. Bailey fights for the Blue Devils, and it skates out away again, and Oswego takes it back with Harley. And Harley's pass is deflected, and Burke comes back in to help him. And the puck goes up north and through the neutral zone and into Fredonia zone. Minute and 8 seconds left here in the second. And that goes down towards Milberg. He's right there waiting for it as Baker comes to grab it for the Lakers. And that pass goes in front. There's an opportunity for Fredonia in front of Milberg. And the defense will break that one up. Good opportunity there for Fredonia. And Calabufo lays on top of a player. A little bit of a scrum goes quick. And the Lakers get rid of that one again. Here comes Harley, who goes right towards Kane. And Kane stops it and gives it up to Thomas, who passes through center ice and all the way down towards Milberg again. And we will get a stoppage of play.
Milberg staying vigilant on those dump-ins here, just making sure they stay out of the crease and stay out of his feet. Oswego will set back up in the Fredonia zone here, looking to generate some offense in the last 40 seconds of play. But like I said in the keys to the game, they need to keep consistent energy and intensity throughout all three periods here, and they've kind of let off, giving Fredonia some time to set up in their defensive zone and just, get some more opportunities on net.
Absolutely, as Calabufo wins that faceoff for Oswego. Sunred's shot goes wide. No good. 33 seconds left here in the second. And Gato chases for Oswego. He'll fight up with Thomas. And Thomas and Gato are at battle for the puck. And Ryan now comes in for the Lakers. He'll get it behind the net, trying to set something up offensively, but Fredonia's defense will break up that opportunity. And through neutral ice, it goes into Oswego zone. And Simpson chases now for the Lakers, trying to get it back, and Gato will come away with it. And Gato takes it himself with only 6 seconds left on the clock. And he'll get it out of the neutral zone into the Fredonia zone. Calabufo chases, but there will be just about no time for any action as time expires here in the second period. After the second period, it's the Lakers 2 and the Fredonia Blue Devils 1.
It was a great period from both teams, both trading turns on offense and in the penalty box. But I think the Lakers are starting to see what, giving Fredonia some time and space can do. They've generated some quick opportunities on Milberg in the late minutes there, and they are not giving up anytime soon. The Fredonia Blue Devils are hungry for a goal. It's one goal deficit means nothing right now to them.
Absolutely, as we're going to do our quick little intermission report here from the press box. I have a couple of points for you to talk about, and me and you can discuss and see what we analyze throughout this second period as Oswego takes the lead 2-1. So we have seen a lot of physicality. That's something we noticed. We just saw C complain to one of the refs as Calabufo kind of just laid his back to slow things down. What are you seeing physically from both teams?
I mean, both teams are getting a little chippy in the corners here, fighting for those pucks, but that's what it's going to take here. You know, just testing the grit of Oswego's D in those corners. The Fredonia Blue Devils are keeping the pressure on in hopes of, you know, notching another one here before the buzzer. But overall, I think, you know, Oswego's responding well to the big hits Fredonia's laying, and they're returning some, you know, in exchange. So.
Absolutely. And just give me some key differences you've noticed between the first and second period. What's changed for both squads and what's working for Oswego?
Definitely for Oswego, you know, the energy there. They started to trail off in the end of that period, which is not what you want to see, especially only leading by 1 goal. You know, they're continuing to put shots on net, but not much is getting through or testing Kane really, you know, scarily, if you would. But yeah, that's pretty much the big difference for Oswego. You know, Fredonia keeping the pressure on has been really important, just trapping, you know, the Laker defenseman down low, and, you know, again, finding lanes to the net. Milberg staying vigilant back there, but it's hard when you're not getting consistent shots, you know, stay awake back there.
Absolutely. So, yeah, some key differences as well. And we're going to move now to another difference, Oswego scoring on the power play. Now, a fun stat that I found was Fredonia and their opponents both making 4 power plays total and converting. Now that has changed. It's now 4 for Fredonia and 1 for their opponent. So Oswego inevitably breaks that tie. But what's the importance of the power play for the Lakers so far this season?
I mean, they've been pretty successful this year on their power play, obviously, and just seeing that, you know, pretty disciplined Fredonia power play, keeping them out of their zone, that was big for the Blue Devils because, you know, at any moment, you know, with how elusive some of the Laker forwards are, they could easily put one behind Kane.
Absolutely. And just quickly, one more last thought from you. I'm going to ask you now, as Fredonia, what do you need to change coming into this last period to take this game home and take a win in the SUNY?
I don't think they need to really change much. The only thing mainly would just be keep testing Milberg. Again, he's hasn't seen tons of shots this game. He's, you know, one every couple minutes or, you know, tip here and there, but, you know, just keeping him on his toes and, again, keeping the pressure on in the corners, winning puck battles. They've been okay on faceoffs compared to the other games, but they've been excellent in 50-50 battles and just keeping the pressure on.
It'll be interesting to see what head coach Jeff Meredith and the Fredonia Blue Devils do coming into this third and final period to take a win. But that's going to be it for the second period here in the press box. We will see you guys for the third and final period of action right here at the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena. You are watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
and welcome back up into the Steve Lee press box right here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. I'm Ken Gerard, coincided by Tilly Petherick as we get ready for the third and final period of action. Tilly, anything you expected from either side in this third and final period?
I mean, I think it could really go either way here with the 1-goal deficit. Blue Devils are hungry coming out here in the third period. Lakers, they'll have to hold on, continue to work on the basics, keeping the pucks low in the zone, keeping shots on net, and just overall just standing their ground in the corner battles.
And the Lakers just got to hold on here with a 1-goal lead. They're going to try and extend it. You see anything from Oswego in particular?
I mean, according to our score predictions, this really, we might both be wrong or we both could be right. Either way, 2-1. It's looking just short of our 4-2 and 4-1 predictions, but I think who knows what can happen here in the third period.
Maybe some beginner's luck coming your way if there's 3 goals scored here, and if not, maybe I'll finally get one right for men's hockey, but we will have to see. We're going to send you down to the ice for the third and final period of hockey right here on WTOP 10. 20 minutes on the clock. Puck drop about to commence, and we get ready for the end of this game. Oswego versus Fredonia, and puck drop has happened in Baker. We'll get it for Oswego. And Harley up against the near side near the bench. Gets the puck back for Oswego, but Bailey's down for it as well as it goes through to Oswego. And here's Harley with the puck, pass in front, and no one's home for Horacek. And it goes across the blue line, and Baker will settle it up in the neutral zone and send it back across where King comes on a net to slow the puck down. And Fredonia eventually takes that one back through the neutral zone, and Bailey chases. And back to center ice. It'll go all the way across, and St. Ange won't get much going there. And in an offensive zone, Fredonia looks to get things started down to 1 goal. 40 seconds deep, they're up against the boards once again. And no one home on that pass. Nobody was there, and a delayed penalty coming. And Fredonia with possession. They're going to pull their goal. And there's a shot in front near Milberg. No good. 6 on the ice for the Blue Devils. There's a shot towards Milberg. Goes behind them. And Oswego will get it. And that will stop the play and the penalty to be called.
Looks like number 2, Patrick Hines, hurting after that block shot there off the left leg, I'm pretty sure. Good possession there by the Blue Devils, keeping it in there while they could get their 6th player out on the ice. And now we can see what they can do here with this power play.
And Fredonia gets a much-needed power play, as you just said, down 1 goal. They can really turn the tide here early on in the third period. 2 minutes on the clock as Baker heads to the sin bin for the Lakers. Down 1 goal, Fredonia looks to capitalize and make something happen. As Gato skates in for the faceoff, he'll lose it. And Fredonia gets possession. Here's Fortin now with the puck for the Blue Devils. And Fortin dishing it around. Pass down the middle, but it's blocked away by Semrad. And down the corner, they'll fight. Near side, Oswego tries to get out of the zone, and they will as it goes into the hand of Fortin, but in neutral ice. Fredonia resets. And Sudbrink just going to drop that one down low as Bala comes back for it. He'll fight with Ring. But C will keep that one onside, and Bala and Ring fight for it again, and Bala gets blasted and loses a glove. And C's going to push this one up towards Fortin. Fortin back to C. And someone looks to get an open lane. No one really open so far. Fortin just gets out top of the ice. Left side, here comes a shot down the middle, blocked by Gato. And Fredonia sets up with Fortin. Fortin near the blue line. Dishes it over down low. Nobody waiting for that pass as Ring's not there. And up to the near side, back to Fortin at the top. Fortin sets up, passes to the right. Back to Fortin in the center, back to the left, slap shot, no good. Off the post. And C gives that one back up to Raimundo's. And that's blocked away by Bala. And it'll cross the blue line, and that'll force the Blue Devils to reset. 39 seconds left in the power play, and that one will be stopped.
Looks like the Blue Devils here will get a penalty for cross-checking. That was a pretty dynamic power play from Fredonia, moving it cross ice, keeping the Lakers on their toes. But the Lakers stood tall, blocking a couple shots, keeping the pucks away from Milberg, helping him out.
And that will be now the second power play in a row where the Fredonia Blue Devils have lost their own power play and set it up for 4-on-4 by causing a penalty of their own. So we'll have 38 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and if my math is somewhat correct, I think it'd be 1 minute and 22 seconds of power play for the Lakers. God help me, that was right. And Bailey and McQuaid go in the center ice to face for that one, and it goes through the neutral zone. And out it goes for McQuaid. 4-on-4, McQuaid has it for the Lakers. And McQuaid shoots up ice as Bailey loses an edge behind him. And McQuaid will cross both blue lines on his own. He's going to take it all by himself. It is in front of pass, but Simons is blown up. That won't go. And McQuaid tries to take it himself once again. He'll take it behind the net and all the way to the far side. Simons' shot is off the chest of Kane. No good. And up against the board, Simons looks to try and get it back for Oswego. And McQuaid will come back up in front of it. And Payon's pass is no good. Won't get to him. And Thomas is going to get rid of that one. And the 4-on-4 will end, and Oswego will go on the power play. 1 minute and 17 seconds left for the Oswego power plays. Here comes McQuaid. Pass to the middle. Here's Calabufo. Shot. No good. Blocked by the D. And Semrad up against the boards trying to get it back for Oswego to get the power play going. And Burke fights for it as well. Into the corner he goes. Passing it up towards Horacek, but Ring gets it himself. And here comes Fredonia. Short-handed. Ring will take it down by himself. Ring takes a shot and Milberg saves. 54 seconds left on the power play, and a nice save by Milberg.
Number 29 for Fredonia has been a key player this game, generating a couple of really crucial scoring opportunities. You just saw there Ring getting a quick shot through to Milberg's chest, but earlier he almost returned Justin Ryan's goal on the Laker net with a wraparound chance.
And Nolan Ring playing a good game so far for the Blue Devils as Oswego will get possession with 48 seconds left in the power play as they get through neutral ice. And Cohen has it now for Oswego as he pushes the one down towards Kane. And Burke gets it back for the Lakers, but Horacek gets there as well. Fredonia dumps that one away. Good penalty kill by the Blue Devils here. Only down 1 goal. Oswego looks to increase their lead, and Fredonia looks to not go down anymore. And Burke will take it through neutral ice as that goes down and around the backside of the boards. And Fredonia tries to get it back with Ring. And Semrad has it, and this one will be stopped once again for yet another penalty.
The refs are coming alive here in the early minutes of the third period. That's already the third penalty, I'm pretty sure, that's been called against both teams combined, giving both teams a chance on the power play and, holding them on the penalty kill.
And it looks like the Blue Devils will now get yet another power play opportunity here as 2 minutes pops up on the clock for them. And Calabufo heads to the sin bin for the Lakers. So we'll have 17 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by yet another power play for the Blue Devils. Back-to-back-to-back power plays and some more 4-on-4. The 16 seconds begins now for the Lakers. And Baker has it. Trying to get this out of here before the Blue Devils get on the power play with only 5 seconds left, and Simons dumps that one away. And the Blue Devils will return to full strength, and their power play begins. 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock for the Blue Devil power play. And here comes Fredonia. It's Fortin with the puck now. In the corner. High end tries to get it back, and he's going to dump that one all the way across ice. And Kane will come out of net to slow it down, and Thomas will come to retrieve the puck. And Thomas takes it around the back of the net. Here he comes with Gato approaching him as well, and Bailey gets it now for the Blue Devils. And Bailey takes it across the blue line, and Bailey will lose an edge, and Gato will chase down low for the Lakers. Bala and Gato going for it. Bailey gets it back for the Blue Devils. Up to Thomas. Cross-ice pass goes off the wall. And shot towards Milberg. Pass is no good for Morris there. And Morris and Bala battle the 11s. Goes the way of Bala as Gato comes up with the puck, and Gato looks to get rid of it. And across the blue line it'll go. McQuaid will chase. And across second blue line, McQuaid looks to get it back shorthanded. He won't. Fredonia gets it back with 42 seconds left on their power play. Here comes St. Ange now with the puck. And it'll cross the blue line, but Semrad's waiting for it, and back across the blue line it'll go. And here's a shorthanded opportunity for the Lakers, and here's a shot that won't go, no pass, but yet another penalty coming on the way. And that one will be a hooking call.
These back-to-back penalties are keeping this game exciting here, but as we saw just there, Brett Fudger handing his stick off to Justin Ryan on that penalty kill, keeping him in play. That just shows how well these players know each other and how well they know that each of them are an important piece of the penalty kill. Keeping him in play was important there as he backtracked on that late defenseman coming into the zone, shutting down a potential low-to-high passing play there.
And Fortin heads to the sin bin now for the Blue Devils, and I am now saying it one more time. 25 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by what would be a minute 35 of a power play for the Lakers as that goes across the blue line. And 4-on-4 begins now with 14-13 left in the third period. And in the Oswego zone, the Blue Devils try to get something going before the power play begins for Oswego. And a neutral ice it goes, and here comes Cohen all on his own, and Cohen comes down, but it's broken up by the D. Cohen looks for a pass in front. There's a shot by Horacek, but it's saved. And Kane will stop that one, and Ring and Horacek are getting a little chippy down low, and the refs are going to separate them.
Great read there by Kane, coming across crease there, shutting down Horacek, was it, on the back door. These drives by the forwards are keeping Fredonia ready. They're having to keep ready on defense. Seeing Justin Ryan there a minute ago calling that penalty, and then now Brandon Cohen.
And the face-off in the Fredonia zone. 2 seconds of 4-on-4, and 1 and 2. And the Lakers are back to full strength. The power play begins for Oswego. And Calabufo has it in neutral ice. He'll give it up to Bala. Back to Calabufo. Minute 25 goes for the power play. And Ryan chases that one down, and it goes towards the corner all the way behind the net. And a big slap by Thomas. That's no good either. Calabufo tries to get rid of it out of the corner. He will. Ryan comes up for Oswego to try and get it back. And Fredonia swarms in the corner. They'll battle for the puck. 1 minute and 5 seconds remain in the Oswego power play. Up 2-1. 13:20 left in the third and final period of action here. And the puck is still, it's a little bit frozen, some might say, on the ice. And it finally breaks free. Bala with the puck. Ball's pass shot. McQuaid. No good. And Arnold dumps that one away for the Blue Devils, and we'll get a stoppage with 47 seconds left to go in the Oswego power play.
The Lakers have looked to use Matt McQuaid over there, almost in an Ovechkin's special spot in the top of the circles for a one-timer. He's yet to get some quality chances off, but Kane's staying vigilant of that left side of the ice, just ready to keep out any puck that's coming his way.
Absolutely, as we get set here now. 47 seconds again left in the power play. 13:06. left in the third and final period. Oswego has a 2-1 lead. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10. And Semrad gets a puck for the Lakers. Semrad's pass over to Cohen. Cohen back up to Semrad. Semrad's pass over to Horacek. Back to Cohen. Cohen takes a shot, but it's blocked by the D. Simons picks it back up. And Simons in the corner with a ref and Lambert getting for the puck, and 2 Blue Devils swarm. And it gets out towards Semrad. Semrad looks at the line of shot. He'll take it, and it's blocked. And up it goes, back up towards Cohen. Cohen keeps it onside for the Lakers. Cohen goes down towards Burke. And Burke will keep it himself for the Lakers. Burke looks for a lane. Not going to find it. 3 Blue Devils compared to 1 Laker. And Burke loses an edge. It goes back to Cohen. Cohen passes cross ice to Horacek. Back in the middle. Shot no good. Deflection won't go for Burke. Cohen pass. Horacek shot no good. And Semrad can't get there to keep it onside. And here's the opportunity for the Blue Devils. Here's they come with a shot. And it's stopped by Milberg. Good save by Milberg. Good opportunity for Fort in there coming off of the penalty. And they get chippy down low, and Oswego makes a nice save. They keep the 2-1 lead as Payon gets that one across to Miller. And Miller takes a shot, and that goes north. No good. Kane didn't even have an opportunity to see that one as here comes the Blue Devils down the ice. And Fredonia takes a shot, and it's blocked by Milberg. Milberg gets set again. Payon fights for it with down low for the puck. And Semrad dishes that one up. Back up to Thomas, cross ice pass to try to get it back on side, and they will. And Schmidt will go down low to chase for it. And it's Schmidt and Fudger fighting for it, and McQuaid inevitably comes up with it for the Lakers. And Schmidt gets his stick on it. There's a shot from him, and it's no good. Saved by Milberg. Schmidt gets it again. There's another shot off the referee, no good. And Oswego trying to get out of their zone. And it gets away. Thomas will pick it back up for the Blue Devils. Good offensive pressure coming the way for the Blue Devils. And Payon looks to get it out of the zone, but it just goes a little bit too high. They'll fight up against the boards, and that one crosses the blue line. And here come the Lakers. An opportunity from Iozo, but it goes too far for Payon. He won't get there. And McQuaid looks to chase it back for the Lakers, and Baker gets there. But Payon's also there. And Payon pushed it off the glass up to Gato, and Gato's all alone, but that puck's going to go a little too far out of ice. Out of net was Kane, and McQuaid now with an opportunity, but that's broken up by the D. And McQuaid looks to pass over to Calabufo, chase down to the corner with Gato as well. And Gato gets crunched up against the boards. Oswego trying to get it back in their offensive zone. 10:29 left here in the third and final period. Calabufo and Gato down low for the Lakers fighting for it. Back over with Simpson as well fighting for it. And it goes out, and here's an opportunity for Gato that's broken up by the D. Good opportunities for Oswego there. They won't capitalize on any of them, though. And Ryan looks to get it back now for the Lakers. And Ryan swings and misses at a puck there. Looks to pass it back. And he will. And there's a pass in front, shot, and it saves. Good save by Kane. Another opportunity for the Lakers that won't go for them. And here's Horacek with a pass in front. And there's a pass, and no one's home for Harley's pass. And Fredonia gets it out of the zone to slow things down. Oswego with a few good opportunities there. Not going to capitalize on any of them. 9:42 remains. And it gets past Thomas and the Blue Devils, and it goes across the red line. And Harley gets a stick on it, but he won't get there. And Burke now has a stick on it, and he'll fight up against the boards for it. And now here come the Blue Devils. Once again, it's Bailey. And Bailey's pass to St. Ange goes behind, and Milberg will stop it and pass it to Semrad. It goes under his stick. And here comes Cohen, who passes it over to... And now here comes Semrad. And Simons won't get a stick on it. Back to center ice it goes for Fredonia. And Semrad's there waiting for it, but so is Cohen, and it goes all the way down the backside. And Simons chases on the back. And St. Ange is going to get this one over the blue line. Bahyan was waiting for that one, but here comes an opportunity for the Blue Devils with Bailey. And it's just broken up by the defense again. Good D from the Lakers. And Cohen gets it himself. He's going to take it out across all the way through center ice, and he's going to dump that one. And Fredonia just to chase as Kane pokes it out. And now here come the Blue Devils. They're going to dump and chase for this one, and Oswego looks to get there first. Payon gets a stick on the puck, and so does Bala. And the Lakers look to get an opportunity, but here's Fredonia right in front, and Milberg pokes that one away. And all the way down it goes across second blue line, and we're going to see Fortin chase it for the Blue Devils. And Fortin puts it across the blue line. And Fredonia looks to get in front, and here they come. And here's a shot that swung and missed, and Milberg pokes that one away as Morris eats a board. And the Blue Devils chase now all the way down to their own zone. And they look to set it up offensively, but they're just going to dump this one down again towards Morris, who swings and misses. Fudger's going to put it back into the offensive zone, and up and away it goes.
That was a few minutes ago there now, but awesome play by Xavier Fortin coming out of the box, trying to make up for the mistakes that put him there in the first place, coming straight out onto the ice and getting almost a breakaway on Milberg. Milberg standing tall in net right now with a couple good active stick saves there, keeping the Blue Devils out of his crease and just generating some breakouts for the Lakers here.
And Bala comes off the ice for Oswego. McQuaid skates in for the faceoff, and he'll win it. And Baker gets it up to Gato. And Gato looks to take a shot, broken up by Thomas. It won't work for him as Gato comes towards the corner. Fredonia looks to get it out of there, but Baker was waiting for it. And it gets over the blue line to neutral ice. And Simpson passes it up to McQuaid, who's going to dump it down to the corner. Thomas to chase for the Blue Devils. And Thomas passing it around. Now Blue Devils get it back on their side. It's Schmidt. And Schmidt keeps it himself, getting it across the blue line for the Blue Devils. And they're going to bounce, and Calabufo gets it back for the Lakers. And Calabufo gives it up to Gato, who's going to give it up to McQuaid, who takes it down himself on a good break, but it's going to be broken up by the D once again. Good defensive play by the Blue Devils to slow things down. 7:15 left in the third. And Cohen will keep that onside. Horacek to chase. The Blue Devils are going to get it across the blue line. And now here comes Fredonia. And onto the stick of Ring. He'll get it back off the wall. And there's a pass in front, poked away by Milberg. Nice heads-up play by the netminder. And Burke gets blasted up against the boards as that one's swung up high in the air. Horacek chases for the Lakers. And into neutral ice it goes, and Fredonia will chase. And Gonzalez-Lambert takes it back for the Blue Devils. And cross ice to St. Ange. But Gonzalez gets it back over to Bailey. And Bailey's pass goes off the arm of Cohen. And Cohen gets it in the neutral ice again. Cohen gets a stick up, won't work for him. Horacek passes towards the Oswego bench for Cohen. And up against the blue line, Cohen's going to give a big shove. And Ryan's going to dump it to the far corner. 6:24 left to go. And in the corner, the Blue Devils try to get it back to get something going offensively. Time starting to run out a little bit for them if Oswego can maintain the pressure. And Baker puts it down towards the backside. And Fredonia puts it off the glass. And Payon waits for it. He's going to shoot it down towards Kane, who's paying attention. Here's another opportunity that's stopped. Not onside.
Interesting call there by the ref, keeping Lakers in the neutral zone where the puck has stayed for most of the recent minutes here, just back and forth. Like I said earlier, it's almost like a ping pong match up in here.
That's actually a very good way to put it, a ping pong match. It has been a lot of back and forth and a lot of breakaways for each team. Some good opportunities so far on both sides. Neither able to capitalize, unlike we saw in that second period, as face-off and neutral ice goes away of the Blue Devils. And Fortin passes that one over. And down it goes. Ring's going to dump that one away. Blue Devils and Lakers chase. And that one goes across the neutral ice, and Gorgon will chase down low with the Lakers. And Fortin comes up with it for the Blue Devils. And Fortin takes it through neutral ice, and he's going to dump and chase. But Payone's down low looking for it. And Fudger's there as well. And up into the stands it goes. And good morning, folks. Hope you're paying attention.
Couple of pucks here this season have ended up in this section right below the press box, keeping the fans on their toes just as much as the players. But we'll see how the Lakers can respond here, being returned to their defensive zone.
Kind of keeps me on my toes sometimes. I'm always wondering if I'm going to get a nice souvenir up here. Hopefully not. I'd rather not get smacked in the forehead by a puck in the press box. But hey, I guess you never know. Anything can happen. It is hockey. And McQuaid and Ring skate in for the face-off. 5:34 left to go, and Oswego will take that face-off win. And Fortin down low with Semrad trying to get it away, but Calabufo gets a stick on it. And all the way through neutral ice it goes, and that's going to be dumped away by Maori. And Semrad has it for the Lakers. And back to McQuaid, who's going to take it across the line. Here's the opportunity for McQuaid. Shot! It's good! Matt McQuaid finds the back of the net!
Awesome play by McQuaid there, using his speed to get around that defenseman and putting it top shelf just over the right shoulder of Kane. That was an electric play for the Lakers here. A much needed goal after a back and forth few minutes here. As he goes down the line, you can see the relief on the faces of the Laker bench.
And McQuaid takes a fall up against the boards after that goal on the celebration. But nevertheless, the Lakers take a 2-goal lead and they'll go up 3-1. McQuaid tacks on his 3rd goal of the season. And the man repping the C for the Lakers gets it done and pads up the lead 3-1 now for Oswego. 5:11 left to go, and faceoff is won by Bailey and the Blue Devils. Oswego take the 2-goal lead. Fredonia need to put their foot on the gas pedal now as time starts to wind short for them as St. Ange dumps that to the neutral zone. Semrad puts it back into Fredonia's zone. And Bailey tries to get a stick on it for the Blue Devils. He won't. And it's back now, and here come the Blue Devils. Bailey under his stick. St. Ange goes to get it for them, and he'll get a stick on it, gets past Semrad. And St. Ange's shot goes wide. No good. And Thomas tries to keep it onside for the Blue Devils. He will. And here's the opportunity for Fredonia. That's broken up by the defense once again. High end was waiting for that one. Back behind the net. Milberg waiting cautiously, but it comes out for the Lakers, and Burke gets a stick on it off the glass. And through the neutral zone it goes into Fredonia's zone. And Kane raises his glove for the icing he will not get as it doesn't go far enough. And Thomas gets it into neutral zone. But here's Simpson waiting for it for the Lakers, and here's Brett Fudger. And Fudger keeps it behind the net, trying to find an open lane. And through the neutral zone it goes. Thomas puts it back onside for the Blue Devils, and Baker chases for the Lakers. 4 minutes exactly left to go here in the 3rd. And they fight up against the boards. It's Miller for the Lakers fighting for it. And Burfant fighting for the Blue Devils, and it comes up. Schmidt shots wide, no good. And Thomas chases with Schmidt. And Schmidt and Simons fight down low for it. And Simons wins that battle as it goes up right into the hands of the Blue Devils, and Fudger lays the boom on a Blue Devil. And Baker gets rid of that one out to the corner. Simons chases. And Simons puts up against the board, and the Lakers will take a big hit too. Gagnon passes it all across ice, and they're going to dump that one down low. Yet another big hit goes away of Trenka for the Blue Devils. And to get a little chippy here late on as Simons tries to get rid of that one, but it's right in front for Fortin. And Fortin will fight with Fudger for the puck. And Oswego looks to come away with it. They'll get it across the blue line, and Fredonia will be forced to reset. They'll dump that one away anyway. And a quick change going for Fredonia as Ryan gets a stick on the puck for the Lakers. 3 minutes left to go here in the 3rd. And Semrad gets a stick on it, but it's broken up again, but he'll get it right back. And here come the Lakers. And there's a pass to Hyen, who takes a shot, and it's wide. It's saved. And the Blue Devils look to get it back and get it out of there. Not to let any more goals get by for the Lakers, but here's Harley now with the puck, and a shot. It's in! Harley finds the back of the net for the Lakers.
Nice play by Andrew Harley there, finding some room in the slot and finishing high on Kane. Looking like your predictions coming true here late in the 3rd period.
You know, I'm going to hold hopeful that My prediction holds at 4-1, and the Lakers get one in the back of the net. That's Andrew Hartley's first goal of the season. Welcome onto the team, kid. What a goal for him. And Oswego takes the 3-goal lead, and this one is close to over. Fredonia, they could pull a goalie and try to get a 6-man, but it won't. We'll see what happens as 2:35 remain on the clock, and into Fredonia's zone it goes. Oswego's up 4-1, and Semrad gets it in neutral ice. He's going to push that one down towards the corner off the glass. And Thomas to have it now for the Blue Devils. And past cross ice goes to Bailey for the Blue Devils, and Bailey has it now onside. Bailey takes a shot towards Milberg, but he'll save it. Front for Bailey pass, but it goes towards Calabufo and not a Blue Devil. And Calabufo gets it out of the zone across the blue line. Fredonia resets offensively. And Lorzell has it now for the Blue Devils, who sends it down towards Milberg. 2 minutes remain here in the third period. And Payon gets that one up to the top zone. Lorzell's there. Pass down low towards Bailey. And Bailey back to Lorzell. Lorzell takes a shot, but it's saved by Milberg in front of the net. There's Calabufo to take it back for the Lakers. Off the wall, Lorzell keeps a stick on it, keeps it onside. There's an open man who the pass goes wide. It won't go. It's Schmidt now for the Blue Devils. And Schmidt fights with Semrad. Payon gets it, puts it off the glass, and it goes over the blue line. Blue Devils forced to reset, but here comes McQuaid. McQuaid to Gato, and it's going to be stopped.
An unfortunate offsides call there for the Lakers, but talk about the Blue Devils responding well to that fourth goal scored by Andrew Harley, keeping the offensive pressure on in Oswego's zone, almost catching them off guard there a few times. But, they're still hungry. There's only a minute and a half left, but you never know what can happen.
Absolutely, with a minute 27 left to go, Fredonia, they just got to put it all out there on the ice to take a win here away from the Lakers. And it goes off Arnold's stick, and Cohen gets rid of it. He passes it to himself. Cohen puts it in front of the net, but it's blocked by the D. Cohen in the corner fights for the puck. And we're going to get yet another stoppage, and we're going to get, I don't know, this is on you. I have no idea, actually.
I'm trying to figure that out myself here. I think it might be on Fredonia.
It appears so.
Or
a little speculation up here. I'm a little lost.
Not exactly sure. The refs are talking about it themselves here. I think it looks like number 21, Brandon Cohen, being sent to the box for a chippy penalty down low.
It appears that Cohen will head to the sin bin. Not exactly sure as to what is the call, but there is one thing that is a fact, and it's going to be that Fredonia will be in a power play for the rest of the game. There's a 2-minute power play, and if you guys can take a look at the clock on the scoreboard, that's a minute 15 left in the game. So, Fredonia goes on the power play, down 4-1. One goal here could maybe get them some little bit of a boost as St. Ange passes up to Thomas. Thomas passed over to Bailey. Bailey takes a shot in front of the net. There's two Blue Devils waiting for it. Oswego tries to get rid of it. Bailey's got a stick on it. And it's stopped by Milberg, and Milberg gets hit, and here we go. And it's going to get a little chippy here with a minute 02 left to go. I'm sure it works the same for you guys as well. Someone touches your goalie, I'm sure things get rocking.
Yeah, you don't mess with that. You can just see there the determination by the Blue Devils to put one in here before the time runs out. But the Lakers are having none of it, keeping them out of the crease, and Brandon Milberg escaping that little scuffle in front as quick as he can.
And maybe for you personally, maybe one more goal gets your prediction right. So maybe this power play works in your favor here.
Could be my lucky night, Kenny.
Maybe beginner's luck. I hope so. I'm rooting for you. It's 4-1. At least one of us is probably going to be right. And that's rare for both of us being in contention this late as Baker does the one towards the blue line, but Thomas waits for it, and across the blue line it goes. And Gato and St. Ange chase for it. The net is empty. And Fredonia's got to get it out of there if they don't want to let another Laker goal go by. Bailey swings and misses. Semrad looks to get a stick on it. And we're going to get yet another stoppage of play with 41.5 seconds left to go. Net empty for Fredonia. And they're on the power play. They now have the two-man advantage, the ever so rare two-man advantage.
A last-ditch effort here by the Blue Devils trying to put one in behind Milberg, but we'll see if they can do it here.
Well, the cards are lying for your prediction to be correct. Let's see what happens here as St. Ange gets it for the Blue Devils. And Trenka loses an edge for the Blue Devils, and Bailey looks to get it up against the wall. 30 seconds remain on the clock. That's kept on sides by Thomas. Thomas to St. Ange. St. Ange takes a shot to Milberg, and it's saved.
Great save there by Milberg. Standing tall in net as he's done all game for the Lakers here. These last 30 seconds are crucial that, they keep man-on-man coverage even though they're down a man, or down two men, actually. Staying disciplined in the D-zone.
Absolutely. Now as Oswego gets the face-off, and that's passed all the way down, and it's wide left, no good. No goal there for the Lakers. On the empty netter, St. Ange takes it back. McQuaid down low chasing. Here come the Blue Devils through neutral ice. Time winding, 10 seconds remain. And Simons breaks it up, and he'll dump it down himself. But Thomas goes under his stick as 3, 2, 1, and 0 remain on the clock. And the Oswego State Lakers take the victory 4-1 over the Fredonia Blue Devils. Oswego moves to 3-1 in conference, and Fredonia falls to 1-3, and Oswego recoups from last night.
Well, there you go, Kenny. There you go. You won too tonight, cashing in your first ever score prediction win.
Let's go. First men's hockey score prediction. That's a little personal happiness there. I'll take that. But, more importantly, this game, very good on both sides. Fredonia started out hot, and they took the early lead, and Oswego just put their foot on the gas and never let up since there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great game by both teams. Well played, but Oswego got it done here tonight, which is great for them. Coming back from last night on an unfortunate overtime loss to Buffalo State. Hopefully this will give them some momentum, heading into a well-deserved Thanksgiving break this week. But as they return to competition in the following week against, I'm pretty sure, Morrisville, they'll hopefully carry the SUNY momentum into another 2 points.
Absolutely, as we'll now have our quick and short post-game show right here in the press box. And, so just a couple of questions for you quickly here. Oswego, what changed in that third and final period for them?
I think, definitely just getting shots on net there, finding each other in the slot, keeping Kane on his toes, moving him cross crease definitely helped a lot, as we saw from Andrew Harley, going offside. And then another goal from Matt McQuaid. Using their speed to their advantage definitely helped get around the Blue Devil defensemen, and they got it done here tonight.
And the goalies on both sides not having all that bad of a performance. What do you think on both sides?
I mean, obviously, Brandon Milberg put up a fight tonight, using his stick well in the crease, keeping out, those chippy pucks down low, leaving no room for, those cheap rebound goals. But I think first year, Kane, he put up a great performance tonight, adding to, his SUNYAC, or not SUNYAC, but NCAA career here in the Deb.
And obviously, where did Fredonia go wrong? Now, what happened to them in that third period that inevitably just let them fall in this game?
I mean, I think they definitely gave Oswego some room to work in their defensive zone, which eventually, led them to notching a few more points, just gave them some time to move around and, find each other.
And just looking back now, there is something in my little list of stuff for us to talk about. It says score predictions quickly. Hey, I got the 4-1 prediction right. Happy with that.
Congratulations.
We took 4-2. We're both thinking today. We're both magical predictors of hockey, apparently. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to move ahead from that because that's all we got to talk about that for. But the Laker performance now. Better than last night against Buff State. What changed for them?
I think, again, just, using each other, staying disciplined in their D zone, helping Milberg out definitely, and just overall just being persistent throughout all 3 periods, using that energy, using their bench to their advantage.
And what are the implications now in the SUNYAC? Now Oswego goes 3-1 in the SUNYAC. They're probably going to keep second place following the Buff State game, which we will see shortly in a full screen at the score update for that. But for the Lakers, how does it impact them in the SUNYAC as well as Fredonia?
I think, again, it's all about momentum at this point in the season as they head into the real meat of their schedule, following Thanksgiving break and especially after winter break. But I think especially after their loss last night, giving them another feel for what a win feels like after last weekend will help them out in the long run.
Absolutely. Now we're going to take a look around the SUNYAC and take a look at some of the other games that are going on. And it looks like Potsdam down 3-2 against the Cortland Red Dragons, and Buff State and Canton heading to overtime, tied 2-2, and Plattsburgh dominating against Morrisville. They're up 4-1.
Looks like that overtime with Buffalo State and Canton can shake things up. It might give Oswego a chance at number 1, but probably won't do much for them. The Cortland-Potsdam game, that's also an interesting score there. Potsdam still has some time to work, maybe catch up to the Cortland Red Dragons, and Plattsburgh-Morrisville. Not to say that that's expected, but that's a tough one.
His expected win for Plattsburgh, and Cortland goes up in a tight game against Potsdam, another close one in the overtime game with Buff State and Canton. Could be an interesting one. So things around the SUNYAC tonight are getting interesting, but we'll give you some closing thoughts here before we go away. Now, Tilly, your first call here. How do you feel?
I feel great. I mean, it was super exciting. A little nervous to start off, but I think I got the hang of it towards the end there, and glad to see the Lakers take home a win tonight.
Absolutely, and to you and all of your teammates who are probably watching this, wish you all a good night as well. Tilly, great job today. It was a pleasure to work with you, and I hope to see you again very soon.
Thank you so much.
And that will be it for us here for WTOP 10's Hockey Night in Oswego. The Lakers win 4-1 over the Blue Devils. You just watched Hockey Night in Oswego. I'm Kane Gerard, coincided by Tilly, who had a great first call, and we will see you guys very soon on the flip side of the break. Have a good night, everybody.